Yep, we are live, I think. Where are we? Where's Fred? There's Fred. What's up, Fred?
Howdy.
God damn.
Dave was angry, man. You missed it. I get to see it live. I try to stay quiet at those points because I don't want him to jump me and start choking me. You okay, man? You feeling better?
Yeah.
Everything was good. I told you, man. No problem.
I don't know. Sometimes there's too much going on at once.
There was a lot going on, man. It's a hot studio.
We got UFC 292 coming up.
So what happened in the end there? I kind of missed it, Freddie. Who took the victory? Uh-oh.
Tavares.
Yeah, Tavares won, right?
Yep. Just plug me back, dude.
Did you get unplugged?
Yep.
30-27 for
there we go.
All judges.
He won all 3 rounds? All judges gave him all 3 rounds? Nobody gave the second to Weidman?
Yeah?
Yep.
Damn. That sucks. And Weidman looked good, man. Like, I'm just saying physically, he looked like he was in shape. I didn't see the full like first round because I just came flying in from the West Island.
Tavares threw a bunch of leg kicks, so that slowed down Weidman pretty early, and that was the right strategy, man. Attack those legs. He attacked the one that got broken and the other one, so good for Tavares. Good fight.
Well, there goes a parlay, man.
What happened? The Team Fred parlay died. You didn't do a graphic for this one? AJ's supposed to do graphics for the parlays. He didn't.
Well, I got my picks here, man. Like, I didn't go with anything on the prelims. You won, right? Your parlay came in.
Yeah,
on
the parlay I gave on Thursday, the prelim parlay won.
Nice. So on bet99.com, if you were on that site putting in ringside as the code, you made some money. How much did you make?
It was a plus 346 parlay. Petrosky, Halabaugh, and Robocop is what I gave you Thursday night, and they all won.
Payout for $20?
I don't know the exact payout for $20 on plus 346. Why don't you do them?
Forget it.
I don't know.
Either or you won, man.
It's a win.
It's a win, man. A win's a win. Skin me, bud. Don't you feel better now, man? You were like so stressed and everything, man.
$69.
Everything works out in the end, man.
What is it, Fred?
$69 about.
Nice.
69 on $20.
That's a nice number, dude. 69 can't get any better than that.
Yeah. Well, you can. You could get way better. Your parlay, I think, is crazy amounts of
Mine
money.
was, I'll tell you, I wrote it down here. Let me just see. $20 paid out $206.59 on my parlay, if it comes through. We need Sugar to win here. Did you see his haircut again?
Who? O'Malley?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see. He's got a different haircut tonight. Or
there he is.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's got like a Krusty the Clown
That's
thing.
it, Krusty the Clown.
Not quite Krusty. It's just more rainbow.
Ronald McDonald, man.
It's
looks like Ronald, man.
It's festive.
That it is, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm starting to rethink picking him after just looking at his hair, but
he looks big, man. Like, honestly, I was happy with my pick, man, with Sugar. Once I saw the weigh-ins,
I would normally show a graphic, but I can't show a graphic because you didn't make a graphic.
Damn it.
So I would give your parlay, but I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you.
Let me tell you. No, I have it here. So the Team Dave parlay already won, so I don't have to worry about that. My parlay that I gave you won. Fred's parlay just died. Sorry, Fred. He had Weidman and Sterling, but Weidman is lost. And AJ has O'Malley to win in his parlay. Weili Zhang, Ian Machado Gary, Batista, and Marlon Vera plus 902 is the odds on that one, which is pretty big.
It's pretty big, man.
Pretty big. So we'll see if Team AJ comes through, or if Team Dave will be the only winner tonight, which is possible.
Well, it is possible because you won it.
Yeah, I have one.
I mean, at least you made some money for the universe.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Made a little money for the Ringside Report viewers every Thursday night, 8 p.m. here on the Ringside Report Network.
Man, I was cutting it close tonight, man. Flying in from the West Island, coming into the city, there's always traffic, man. I just made it into studio.
Yeah, you just made it.
I just made it. I didn't even have time to go to the washroom, so
let me tell you what happened. I'm sure you missed all the prelims. Carini Silva beat Marina Moroz in a first-round submission with 1 second left in the first round with a guillotine choke. Natalia Silva over Andrea Lee by unanimous decision. Andre Petrosky with a split decision win over Gerald Mearshart. I was really worried about that one because I had Petrosky on my parlay, and it was a close fight. That Petrosky just won by split decision. Brad Katona became a second-time Ultimate Fighter winner. He's now done it twice. The Canadian-born Katona beat Cody Gibson by unanimous decision to win the Bantamweight Ultimate Fighter for Team McGregor. And then we had Kurt Hollabaugh later on in the night getting the win for Team Chandler in a Team Chandler versus Team Chandler fight. That's been removed from my results card. Oh, here it is. A triangle choke submission in the second round of Austin Hubbard, which was pretty sweet. Nice win for Kurt Hollabaugh, who also wins an Ultimate Fighter contract lightweight.
Nice.
Lightweight tournament final winner, Hollabaugh. And then RoboCop, Gregory Rodriguez knocked out Dennis Tulilin, and Brad Tavares, as we mentioned, beat Chris Weidman by unanimous decision. So that's what happened on the prelims, 2 Ultimate Fighter champions. A big knockout by RoboCop, who also was part of my parlay. Yep. My parlay was Petrosky. He got a split decision. Hollabaugh got a nice triangle choke submission, and he was an underdog. So that was a nice win for the parlay. And then Gregory Rodriguez, big favorite, he cashes in with the first round knockout. And Chris Weidman now, 39 years old, didn't look great in that fight, loses a unanimous decision to Brad Tavares.
I mean, physically he looked good.
I mean, he's in good shape. He's in good physical condition, but like he wasn't moving around that well. And that leg that he broke looked compromised in that fight. Like his legs looked pretty bad. I know you didn't see the fight there.
I didn't get a chance to see it, so I can't really comment.
The legs did not look great, right, Fred? Damn. Like, I don't know. Like, what would you advise a guy to do at that point? Like, do you think he can compete in the UFC anymore, given the fact that we know that he's 39 and those legs aren't getting any better?
I mean, that's the thing, though. People, I don't expect him to be challenging for a title or anything like that. So if Chris Weidman, he probably has a decent contract because he's a former champion. He's probably making high 6 figures for each fight. I would tell him, go cash as much money as you can, man, and maybe, take a little more time to heal that leg. But I'm not going to tell him to retire. No, he's 39, man. He's not finished. His better days are definitely behind him, but if there's opportunities for him to make decent money, good money, go for it, man.
How many losses does he have in a row now?
I don't know. He's a former champ, man.
I hate when you do that.
I know. I just want to.
AJ always does that to us. He goes, "Give me some facts." Several
no, because I just want to see. I want to see where he stands right now.
I don't know.
Because the thing is that
look in your notes.
2 in a row.
2 in a row.
That's
and
it.
He's lost 4 in the last 5.
He's lost 4 of his last 5, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his last 9.
That's pretty
7
hard,
of his last 9 since 2015 is a big one,
Oof,
right?
That's a lot, man. That's a lot, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know how many fights he still has on his contract.
Yeah, UFC might just cut him.
They might just cut him. I don't think, out of respect for Weidman and what he's achieved, and and what he's brought to the game, they might not cut him. They might give him one last fight, depending if he wants to take it or not. We could see Weidman probably getting away from the stand-up, like Muay Thai game and all that kind of stuff, because it's not going to work in MMA anymore for him. We could see him fighting in, a grappling match with George St. Pierre and that crew. Like, he's in that, name of league, of champions. I mean, he can be doing some.
Yeah, he could do some
jiu-jitsu and
sure.
people, and he'll be still making decent
but
money.
what you're talking about is retirement from MMA.
He has to, man. Like, look, I didn't see the fight from.
It does seem like
I just saw the last 30 seconds, and I saw that leg when he sort of checked the kick, and it looked like hard, man. Look, he had his leg broken. It's not easy, and that's the same break that Anderson Silva had. That's the same break that Conor McGregor had. And you know what? We still haven't seen Conor really, like, check a lot of kicks and whatnot. We just saw the Cowboy Cerrone fight, and he did pretty well. But other than that, we still don't know how really compromised his leg is. We don't.
I see some guys in the chat saying he should go fight Jake Paul. No need to worry about his legs there, says Lior.
He's right.
15% likes that one as well. Shout out to everybody watching in the chat. Lior, 15%. Shuttlecraft.
But it's going to be hard.
Danny Brook Media. Who's that?
Who the hell is that?
What a jabroni. I'm sure he is.
Who is that jabroni, man?
I don't know why this jabroni's in the chat.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. He cannot
Shout out
fight
to everybody
Jake Paul.
watching on Rumble as well. I know we got a lot of viewers on Rumble tonight.
Rumble!
Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the things.
Listen, he cannot fight Jake Paul, man.
Look at this. We got a fight coming up. How about that?
It's about time.
It's a UFC 292
Starting a bit
watch-along,
late.
and we're actually going to have some fights. Yeah, I think that Weidman fight went late. Like, it was 10:02, and they were still fighting. And I was like, wait a second. Shouldn't we be starting our show now? Because the pay-per-view has technically started, but the last prelim went late, I guess. It's like 10:19, and we're only getting to our first fight, our first walkout here. Pedro Munoz is starting to walk out.
It's Boston time, man.
Munoz and Vera. I've got Chito Vera in this fight. Who do you guys got? Fred?
Let me see.
Yeah, I got Vera.
AJ's got to check his notes to see who he's got.
Man, it's been a rough day, man. I haven't had no preparation today. It was Vera. Yeah, that's who I took.
Can't just give me a pick. He's just got to check his notes.
I got to check it out, man. Check, baby, check.
Yeah.
Listen,
so we're unanimous. Vera is the favorite, minus 200.
Well, let's see. Let's hope it works out, man. You never know. But going back to the Weidman fight against Jake Paul, it wouldn't be a good idea, man. You cannot have a guy like Weidman who is, I mean, that would be a type of fight that Jake Paul would want to get because he can beat him in the stand-up game. The problem with Weidman is he's a grappler. That's the thing. If it was just strictly wrestling or jiu-jitsu, you would favor Weidman. Boxing, it's going to be the same thing, man. That happened to Woodley. That happened to Askren. That happened to Diaz. That's a perfect fight for Jake Paul to win.
That's not a good fight for Jake Paul because it's not going to draw like a Nate Diaz fight.
It won't, but it's a perfect fight for Jake Paul to fight a guy whose striking is not his forte. It's the perfect match. If he wants to beat another UFC guy, that's the type of guy you would go after. But Weidman, man, has to, I don't know. We'll have to see like how many fights he still has in his contract. I hope he doesn't get cut because it'd be a shame to cut a name like that. But the UFC, man, you never know. Tony Ferguson kept losing and losing and losing, and he's still there. It depends, man.
Is he still there?
He's technically is.
Oh, well, he's not winning fights.
He's not.
I mean, Weidman's still technically in the UFC, but how's that going?
Not too good in his last 9 fights. You know?
Here comes Chito Vera. He's become kind of a celebrity, Chito Vera, right? Like he's become a UFC star.
Yep.
I mean, maybe celebrity is too big of a word for it, but
well, I mean, he does have that persona. I mean, you know, the second Ecuadorian fighter in the UFC.
People like him.
People like him, man. He's got look at him.
He's got fans.
He was on Rogan.
Yeah.
He's been on
Anything
Rogan.
Interesting?
So he's a star. No.
Yeah, if he's
the
on
man
Rogan,
of 1,000 looks. He always has a different look, man. Sometimes, like you got the memes of him where he has like a different haircut for every fight and things like that.
Yeah.
Right now, I wouldn't be able to describe his haircut. It kind of looks.
It's pretty
like,
regular.
I don't know, man.
It's just like
weird,
brown hair.
Nah, man. It's just that weird thing going on in the front. Who can he look like?
Weird thing going on in the front?
Yeah, look at the front, man. Look at the front of his hair.
I mean,
it looks weird, man.
It just looks like the way his hair grows. There
Kinda
doesn't
looks
seem
like,
to be anything weird about that at all. Fred?
Well, I mean, that's his look. But let me send you a link, Dave, and if you want. Can you share pictures or?
Yep, I think so. Should be able to.
Make sure you send the right picture, Freddie. Not any of you in your birthday suit, man.
I gotta log in.
What's Cheeto doing? Oh man, I hate when they do that. When they drop water on the floor of the octagon.
Why?
Because man, it's you're dropping water, man. Anytime that you're going across, I mean, it's an opportunity to slip.
What is this? Chito Vera throughout the years?
Yeah. He always looks different. Doesn't look like the same fighter.
Yeah, what happened?
It's true, man.
He looks completely different. It seems like a different man.
The chameleon, man.
Is this guy in 2014 the same man in 2021? Looks like it's
They
weird.
look like all different guys, man. What the hell?
It is strange.
You sure nothing was doctored on those pictures?
Apparently not.
The chameleon, man.
It's a weird one. Cheeto.
I mean, this is a tough one. You know, we all went with Vera.
Yeah. It's just odd to me that I think the odds are a little bit heavy in Vera's favor because he's got that fan base, because a lot of people just kind of pick him because of the name. Maybe because he was on Joe Rogan. There's something to that, too. But Munoz is a tough fighter, and this fight, I think, could go either way. But I didn't put any of these guys on my parlay in the main card because I like prelims better. I thought the prelims had better options as far as betting. But yeah, this fight's like this fight's kind of 50-50. I think it's weird to me that Vera's such a big star because he's 20-8. You know, he loses a lot of fights. He lost that Corey Sandhagen fight pretty soundly. I don't understand the split decision there. I thought Sandhagen kind of beat him pretty. I mean, he offered very little in that fight. I mean, he's not a bad fighter. He's just he's got a big fan base for a guy who's kind of 20-8. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Most 20-8 UFC fighters aren't kind of stars like Marlon Chito Vera is. He's good.
Yeah, but is he a star or is he known also because of that fight with Sean O'Malley there?
Oh, because he's the one that beat Sean O'Malley? Maybe.
Look, he's a very, if you look at a very good, solid, well-rounded fighter, you've got Vera. But, man, Cheeto can really, stop any opponent as well. It's either or. We'll see who wins this first round. It'll dictate the fight.
Well, it's a 3-round fight. So.
No, I know. But, if somebody's dominating in the first, I mean, we'll see. So far, Vera's throwing some nice combinations, kicks.
Munoz throwing some leg kicks. Vera caught one.
Wow.
And tripped Munoz and tried to head kick him on the way up.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was legal.
Munoz back to his feet. Nice jab there from Vera. Yeah, it was almost illegal, right?
Almost.
If he would have connected with it, I don't know if that would have been fully legal because he was not quite on his feet.
He had his hands down, kind of trying to stand up. So
nice jab. Vera's landing that jab pretty good. He's got a reach advantage and he's using it. I like the spin kick to the body that Munoz just threw.
Vera's pretty big for the division still, I feel.
Yeah, he's tall.
But he moves so well. If you look at his his back and forth, side steps and whatnot, he's it's hard to predict what he's going to do. You see how he does the zigzagging and all that kind of stuff? He's so light on his feet. As the difference with Pedro, he's super flat-footed. He doesn't move. He just stands there. And he's going to take shots.
He's got wide shoulders, though. He's got heavy hands, Pedro Munoz.
Yeah, he can stop you, like I said.
Those leg kicks are heavy, too. When he's landing them,
yeah.
Munoz is landing some good leg kicks, but Vera keeps popping him with that jab. It's a close fight so far through 2 minutes. Just about 2 minutes. Again with that jab. Jabbed him in the neck there. You see that?
Yeah, kind of rocked him back.
Yeah. You can punch guys right in the neck if you want
Sure
to
you
in
can.
the UFC. Just doesn't happen very much. But a good punch right into your artery right there. Bam!
Magni, man.
What do you call that thing? That's the
Adam's apple.
yeah, that thing where you could choke a guy with that. What's the what do you call that?
The
I don't know.
esophagus.
You punch a guy right in there. That's no good. You don't want to get punched in there.
Right in the throat, man. Steven Seagal style.
Yeah. How come they don't do that more in UFC?
Or a karate chop to the throat,
Man,
man.
I sound like a real dumbass. I like fucking dumb. Like, how come they don't just do karate chop to the head? That would kill a guy.
Like Steven Seagal does, man. He does it in all his films.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, I know sometimes they get choked there and you go, it's real quick, right? I mean, why not just punch a guy there? It seems like a good move, but it's probably hard with your chin. You don't want to keep your chin up in the air where you can get punched, right? Chin down.
Watch it happen tonight, man.
Chin down, hands up. Right? You don't want that chin up in the air.
No,
so
no,
the
no,
guy
no.
can punch you right in the...
Helps you change your voice
Yeah, in a minute. It'll change your voice forever.
to a soprano.
That's what happened to John Laurinaitis. Crushed his voice box in a wrestling match. Got somebody, I think, landed with his knee or something on his throat. No, he talks like this all the time. Because that's not
it's not natural.
No. He talks like this because fucking somebody smashed his throat. Johnny Ace. Almost happened to Triple H in a wrestling match. RVD did that to him.
Knee on the throat?
Yeah.
Nice.
Missed off the top of a pod in a elimination chamber match. Did a frog splash and his knee landed right on Triple H's throat.
Damn it.
Triple H is a badass, though. He finished the match and he couldn't really breathe.
Crazy.
Like it
Tough
basically
guys,
just crushed him, yeah.
Who says wrestling is fake?
I mean, it's predetermined, but the guys are pretty tough. They're not necessarily skilled in the art of martial arts, but,
Well, a lot of them are, man.
Some of them are, but, you can't argue with the toughness, Some guys in MMA aren't as tough as pro wrestlers, but they could beat them up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the
Like
grinding,
they don't want to
eh?
take the beating. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they could give the beating way better. And they could do it all day because they know how. This has been a close round. Cheeto and Munoz here.
It's close, but
Round one,
overall
almost
strikes are going to Vera right
I think
now.
so, because look at Munoz's nose, right? I mean, Vera keeps landing with that jab. They've been doing a lot of this kickboxing stuff where Munoz he's putting pressure on him, but he's getting caught every time with that jab pretty much. I know I keep saying it, but the jab has been the story of that round, right? Look at Munoz's nose. It's just kind of... That's a 10-9 round for Marlon Vera as far as I see it. Fred?
Yeah, it should be a 10-9 Vera. I don't think Munoz put Vera in trouble at any moment, and Vera still did a little damage with that jab, so I'll give him the first round, 10-9.
AJ, what do you think? Hey, what are your notes telling you?
Let go my notes.
AJ's really touchy about his notes. Eh? He won't let me touch them, nothing. I can't see them. I don't know. Say this to Dave.
I think I messed up before in names, but anyways,
That's okay.
it's corrected.
I didn't notice. So
I did. I just realized that I was saying.
And here we go.
Here we go. Second round. Wow, it's starting off.
UFC just plugged their fight library that you could get on Fight Pass. And I'm just going to do a side note for NASCAR, man. NASCAR put all their races for free on the web, man. They
Really?
put all of them. From 1949 to 2023, they put all of them there. That's cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
All the races?
Yeah.
Who wants to watch old fucking car races?
Oh man, some
no
heavy-
offense. No offense.
It's
You
like
want to watch
why-
an old race? You don't even. You know what I mean? I guess if there's like a big crash, you want to go back and watch it. I guess you know.
Some good races, man.
Yeah, there was some good races back in the days as well.
People were scoring the first round 10-9 Munoz. Hold on a minute. I'm seeing Twitter scores.
I kind of agree with that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know what? That's what I was trying to get at earlier when I made my sort of name mistake. I would give it to Munoz the first round.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the name mistake you're trying to make in your notes?
No, when I was like talking there
that.
earlier, I made a mistake. And look, I got
Who
Vera
did he
for the
pick
win
on
here.
his parlay?
Okay. I'm going against my parlay right here, but
Oh, wow. Yeah, you put Vera on your parlay and you picked Munoz to win the first round in a close first round.
I thought
surprising.
I thought he delivered more strikes than Vera.
Okay.
Vera's got to open up more, man. You can't let this guy just come into that pocket and do what he wants.
Okay. Interesting. I thought it was a close round, but Vera won.
Oh, man. No,
AJ not scoring it for the guy he has in his parlay, which is like the first time I've ever seen this. What's happening with you? I'm really confused.
Well, I'm
thrown
concerned.
off.
Come on, man.
Is it the mushroom?
Munoz is
It's a
doing good in
mushroom.
the second round right now.
It's
I'll
my
tell you
brother's
that.
party, man. First of all, shout out to my brother, Julio, and his wife.
And Munoz is having a good second round here, I think.
Yeah.
He's getting confident and he's hitting the target more and more.
Well, that's what I was saying in the first round. It looked like he opened up a lot more to close out that round.
Yeah, later in the round he had success, but not like I didn't think it was enough to turn it on his side. Those leg kicks are good though, and I think they might be starting to take the toll because he's landed like 1 million leg kicks. Has Pedro Munoz, and Vera's not moving that much, and he just switched stances again and took another kick to the legs.
You can only take so many of those, man.
Munoz just hammering those leg kicks.
As soon as he backs up, man, that's when he gets caught. Oh, nice. Okay.
You all right?
I'm all right, dude.
You good?
I'm like stressed here because
What are you stressed about?
I want my parlay to live, man.
Oh, well. It feels good that my parlay's already done by the time the pay-per-view starts. You know, it's nice to just kind of relax and be like, hey, I gave everybody a nice winning parlay. We won.
That's right, man.
Successful.
Bet99 is happy. The universe who bet with you
and
is very happy.
And whatever you say about picks or whatever, I can go, my parlay won. Shut up, AJ.
That's it, man.
You know? All night I got that in the back pocket.
Well, that's what I'm worried about too, man. It's not only about this fight. It's knowing that my first pick, goes down in flames.
Mm.
And I know you're going to get on me.
Nah,
Not literally.
It is what it is. I'm not like you, AJ. I don't live and die on every fight pick. Doesn't make that much of a difference to me. It's just now we won't have to hear it from AJ, right, Fred? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, it's not over,
Munoz is looking really good in this second round. He's landed a ton of leg kicks. A nice right hand just there, and Vera hasn't landed much of anything.
But he's cutting up Vera, man. That's the thing. I mean, Munoz.
What do you mean?
Look at his face.
I mean, Munoz definitely has, his nose was busted up, but that happened in the first round. The second round has been mostly Munoz.
Oh.
A close round, though. Like, not super convincing, but I thought Munoz won the second round. I think it's 1-1. How do you feel? You thought Vera won the second round, but you also think it's 1-1. You see how judging is tough when you're watching MMA? You see how the judges... You think that the judges don't know what they're doing, but then look at us.
Yeah,
we know what we're doing.
No, I know.
We do martial arts. We've done martial arts for many years. We're watching the fight, and we're seeing two different fights right now.
Well, the thing is...
And you're not being partial either.
No,
you're usually partial with your fight picks and everything, but that's not what's going on here.
But this is...
Two close rounds that we're seeing different ways.
Yeah, but this is a fight that we can say it could go either or, like, depending on how you see it. But the fights that people complain about are pretty clear that one fighter dominated the other and he loses. I mean, it's not even if it's close, I can say, okay, it makes sense. It's a split, it makes sense. But when you give a unanimous decision to someone who clearly did not win all 3 rounds. It's hard to swallow, dude.
Yeah, sure, but
but
that's
this
not
one,
what's happening here.
This one is closer, man. It could go either or. I can live with who wins or who loses on this one.
Fred, how did you score the second round?
Here we go.
I have it 1-1, man. Munoz definitely. I'll tell you this. I think Munoz was more impressive in the second round than Vera was in the first round. So I'd be very surprised that the second round is for Vera. I think the second round is definitely for Munoz. And the first one was tight, so it might be 2-0 Munoz, 1-1 Vera, Munoz. But I'm going for 1-1. I gave the first one to Vera and second to Munoz.
Odds have it right now as a pick'em, live odds. They just showed us on the screen,
Nice.
115 on either side. So
Nice trade.
Probably
by
Vegas,
Vera.
Vegas is as split as we are in this fight.
Well, right now the heavy shots are being thrown by Vera. He's landing everything he throws, and then they're heavy. If he could continue like this for the next 4 minutes, man, it could be interesting. Oh,
That was a nice elbow there
Yeah.
from Vera. Vera's coming with a little bit more urgency in this round,
Yep.
letting his hands go. And that was a problem I had with his last fight against Sandhagen. He just kind of never turned it into that next gear. And you felt like if he did, he'd have success, but he never kind of
Went to the next.
started
really throwing his hands.
Did
Vera wins round
Sandhagen
2,
won his last fight? Yeah, he won against Rob Fun. So you see, like, if O'Malley wins, I'm not sure Vera should be the next title contender, man.
Nice.
Like, Vera's a decent fighter, and he might edge out a decision here tonight, but I don't know.
Yeah, he looks
I'm not
hurt, man.
impressed.
Yeah, but if
Munoz looks hurt.
O'Malley wins and he becomes champion, it's the sugar show, and he's going to want to fight Vera, and then maybe he might start picking his shots. You know, the UFC knows they're going to have a star with this kid, and they could really go places. He's still in his 20s. He's got a lot of fans. He's got a personality. I think they're going to let him kind of run and not necessarily give him a super tough fight like Corey Sandhagen right off the bat. If they can have a fight here with Marlon Vera that can draw and make money and draw attention and sell pay-per-view, you know, if O'Malley wins, which is a big if, but me and AJ are picking him. I know you got Aljamain, Freddie, in the main event.
And what if
but,
Sterling wins? Who are the 2 guys for the vacated belt that you put in the title fight?
Oh, it went a nice body punch by Vera, man.
Probably Sandhagen and O'Malley.
Bless you, man.
Maybe Sandhagen, O'Malley, maybe Peter Yan. I don't know. What's Peter Yan up to these days? I don't know.
He's
Didn't Peter Yan lose after that O'Malley fight?
Yeah, I think he did.
Vera's just picking away, man. Munoz. He's hurting him in this round.
Yeah, Vera's starting to look good here in the third round. It's better than the second for him. Still, I think this one's going to the judges, and it's going to be real close. Because this fight's kind of been the same way all, you know, like...
Well, there's a bit more intensity happening right now. I mean, he got him with a good body shot.
Oh, Merab.
Staggered him, yeah. Oh.
Merab Dvalishvili is going to fight for the vacant title if Aljamain is says he's going to win and then move up to 145 and just stop fighting at bantamweight. And I think Merab, his teammate, would probably fight for the vacant title against somebody. Maybe Sandhagen, maybe somebody else. I don't know. But Merab beat Piotr Yan.
That would make sense. And Merab will be the next champ.
Yeah, probably.
Like, if O'Malley wins, he's probably fighting Merab also. No? Or it's getting... Yeah, Vera. But Vera's losing right now. So
yeah.
If Vera loses, Merab's probably the guy that would be a... But that's a tough matchup for O'Malley.
Right now, Freddie, Vera is winning this round.
It's close,
Let's
man.
see what the strike count is. 109 for Vera, 104 for Munoz, 48% for Vera, 45 for Munoz. So, like, the strike numbers are for Vera right now.
Lior says Sandhagen versus Merab would be the vacant title fight. I think that makes a lot of sense. But we'll see what happens. Maybe O'Malley wins.
Come on, Vera.
Is that Johnny Damon in the front row?
Woo!
Do you know who Johnny Damon is? I'm not sure that's him. Fred knows who I'm talking about. Is that Johnny Damon?
I didn't notice.
Matt
where.
Damon, I
in
know.
the green T-shirt.
Where?
It's in
He
Boston. He played
Oh,
for
right
Boston.
there. That guy there.
I
mean,
I don't think that's him. That can't be him. What's he doing there? But it's Boston. It's possible, but I don't. It looks like Johnny Damon.
like
that
the
was
pay-per-view
close.
that I bought is not HD. It seems.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, it's a good fight.
Fight's over. That was a close third round. Every round was close. This fight is either man's fight. I don't know who won. I think the third round was probably Marlon Vera's. I gave the first round to Marlon Vera, so I guess Marlon Vera wins 29-28 on my scorecard. But
He looks confident, man. He just like was dancing his way to his corner. He looks like he won that fight, or he feels like he won that fight. But the third was definitely his round. He hurt Pedro.
yeah, I thought Vera won that third round.
It might not be a vote for Pedro. Look at that.
What do you think, Fred? Who won? Who won the fight? Give us a score.
I'm gonna go 2-1 for Vera.
There you go. That's how I scored it too. 29-28
But-
Marlon
but
Vera. Round one,
If
round
I'm wrong,
three.
I ain't gonna be mad because
No.
it was a tight fight.
If you give it 30-27 Pedro Munoz, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like if all three judges score all three rounds for Pedro Munoz, even though I think Vera won 2-1, I could understand that scoring too. Because it's like, hey, every round was close. You could score every round for the other guy. I just thought Vera did a little bit more, had a little bit more control, was winning the fight a little bit more in the first round, in the third round. We'll see.
We'll see, man. Come on.
We're about to find
Speak
out.
to me, baby.
Here's Bruce
Oh, he's
Buffer
pulling
in
out
that
the monster drinks.
weird jacket.
I love his jacket, man, this time.
Hang on. 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, unanimous decision. Somebody won all three rounds. Marlon Vera. Holy shit.
Boom!
Wow. AJ very happy about his parlay. I think you scored the round for Pedro
Yeah, I'm
Munoz.
surprised
The
because the
first
second
round I
round,
did.
I thought the second round was definitely Munoz, but
Yeah. Jake Glasnovic said they showed Johnny Damon earlier in the card. Oh, so it is Johnny Damon. It was Johnny Damon. See, I know my former Yankees. Johnny Damon. I know he played for the Red Sox for a long time, but come on, Johnny Damon. He also played for the Yankees, which is far more impressive.
Who's this jabroni?
Don't talk to me about the game
Chase
today.
Stokes.
Chase Stokes.
Oh.
Mackenzie
What's she doing
Dern
with
in the
him?
house with some guy.
What's she doing with that guy?
I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. Maybe it's her boyfriend. What do you mean? Who's that guy? I'm supposed to know him. He looks familiar. Fred, who was that?
Oh,
Bilal
look
and
who's
Alex.
there,
I
man.
don't know.
Was that Yuri
Bilal and
Prohaska?
Alex.
Bilal.
I think that was Yuri Prohaska, and there's Alex Pereira. Was that Yuri Prohaska?
Wow, I like his shirt.
Alex is smiling as usual.
Yeah, he's like a stone-faced Pereira sitting next to Bilal Muhammad.
Did you like that
saw that
T-shirt, Freddie?
You saw that pic of him going to the amusement park and he's going down the big ride and he has no emotion. Everybody on the ride's like, ah! And he's
No, I
Really?
didn't see that. Find that one. That'd be funny, man.
ESPN shared it at some point.
That's funny.
That's funny, man. It was a fun fight week, man. I was watching some UFC stuff, like with Bilal, DC, and all that crew, man. When they were doing all kinds of, they were kind of doing like kind of our stuff on Thursday, like come up with who like can get this answer and whatnot. I learned a lot of things. Oh man, that's funny.
There he is, Alex Pereira.
Arms crossed. It doesn't give a fuck.
Everybody's having fun. Fred Durst in the back. Alex Pereira doesn't care.
That is funny, man. The Hunter, man. Amazon.
So first fight done. UFC 292. Marlon Vera just beat Pedro Munoz by unanimous decision. 30-27, 30-27, 29-28.
Doug, I hope you went with my picks, man.
Like I said, you could score at 30-27 and I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if you scored at 30-27 Munoz. I just thought Vera won the fight. And the judges felt the same way in a big way.
Boston strong. I love Boston. I won a medal in Boston. I did. But the city is amazing, man. There's so many Brazilian restaurants in Boston.
Look at Fred. Fred's laughing.
Well,
How many guys were in your bracket?
A lot.
How many?
What are you guys laughing for?
I don't know. I heard it was like one other guy.
Yeah, right. Here in Montreal, there was, in Ottawa, there was one. and then the guy like decided to quit just before we were supposed to fight.
So you won a tournament and
Never fought. I didn't even take.
Congratulations.
I didn't take the medal. I didn't take the medal at that time. I should have taken it. Now I look back, I'm like, I should.
Was there prize money?
Did you have to
I don't
pay to not
recall.
participate?
It was a long time ago. There was one in the anyways, long story short, apparently he.
I think you need to start competing again.
I will as soon as as soon as my shoulder is good. I'm gonna be rocking the old man's division, man. I'm gonna smash them. I swear.
When will that be?
When's that gonna be?
Well, first I
waiting.
gotta get back and train on a regular
Because Fred and I have
feel it's
decided
been bad for a long time.
that when you when you compete, the next time you compete, if you pick a tournament, Fred and I'll compete on the same tournament.
For real?
Too. Yeah,
Are you joking?
Sure, why not?
Well, look, honestly speaking, I'm not gonna be. I wanted to.
I'm in the most danger. I'm in the most danger here. I'm the youngest guy here, so I'm in the most danger of all the competition.
100%.
All right.
Like, for me,
I'm
it's
not
like,
sure, Dave, because
What do you
I'm
mean?
fat right now. So if I have to compete at 200 pounds,
Yeah, you're gonna be in the heavyweight.
yeah, exactly. I'm fighting some monsters, so I need to lose at least 20 pounds if I'm gonna.
Yeah,
compete.
because
I've
even,
lost like 15 pounds in the past year. I just checked my weight. I was like, what the hell? Why am I so small?
well,
I could drop weight too.
how much are you weighing now, Fred?
I'm about 200, man. I'm
yeah,
fat.
I actually lost 5 pounds.
People tell me I got a good top control, so
I am. I'm
that's
starting.
good.
I'm training.
You
but
do? Yeah, no wonder you're heavy on me. You got like 50 pounds on me, Fred. What's going on?
That's the beauty about weight, man.
I'm like, wow, when Fred gets on top, it's really difficult to get him off. Now I'm starting to wonder
But
why.
you know what? You know what happens? You're 200 pounds, but if you go into the absolute, you can have a guy like that's 260, 270, 280,
Yeah.
and heavier. Really, that's where the problem begins. You know.
Yeah, I know. There are guys that
Like-
weigh me 80, 90, 100 pounds sometimes.
It's hard, man. Once they get that top mount, it's like, oh man,
Not much you can do.
it's like pancake time. You know.
Yeah. When somebody's got like 80 pounds on you, even if you're better than them, there's not that much you can do.
Especially
Weight
if it's like,
matters.
you
Say
know,
it again?
Weight matters.
Yeah, big time.
well, especially if it's a no-gi match, you know, and the guy decides he's not going to wear a t-shirt. Back in the days, like no t-shirt or whatnot.
I mean,
Oh, it's horrible, dude. You ever like try to breathe when someone's smothering you with their belly fat? It's crazy.
just go.
It's a turkey choke, man. I got like, it's terrible, dude.
Dude, that's how you get out of that.
Even if you do that, it doesn't do anything, man.
Right in the belly.
Motorboard.
I tell you, I do that to my kids, and they flip right over the place.
Yeah,
You
but
know, they can't handle it.
But when you get somebody who likes to do that kind of stuff, like, you know, I won't mention any names. Brock, you know, in Montreal here, forget it. Once he gets you with that, man, you're done.
Here's a man coming out, Mario Bautista.
Mario.
Super Mario Bautista. AJ's starting to look like Super Mario more and more. He came in and I was like, you look like Super Mario tonight. I don't know what's going on. Something about the placement of the hat and the zipped up jacket and the scrunched up frame. Looks like Super Mario.
Turtleneck.
Yeah, he's got like no neck. Look like Mario to me.
Well, he is Italian. Shout out to the party tonight. Half Italian and half Greek. And then the rest of the homies were a mix.
What does that mean?
We got some. We had some. We had some
all right.
Latinos.
You don't have to-
we had some
you don't have to
Armenians.
get into
We had
the-
Quebecois. We had my brother from another mother, a Jamaican. It's a good party. My brother, man.
You don't have to get into where everybody came from
Well,
at
yeah,
this
man.
international party you went to, AJ. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know how that's important. I don't know how that's relevant.
Oh, it is, dude. It is. Come to those parties.
I don't think you should qualify people in that type of way, you know? I don't think it matters.
What? I'm old school, man. Of course it matters.
Old school racist.
Listen, I mentioned all cultures, man. We're all one.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, he's giving props to everybody, Dave, man. That's not
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
but like,
Freddie.
why does that have to be a thing that you even mention? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just go, meh.
Nah, it's not. No.
There were some people there. I
Listen.
don't know what they were. They all seem lovely.
No, man. How you going to throw the jokes out? You got to know who's there.
See, exactly. See what I'm saying? Yeah, and they're funny to you.
And they're funny to everybody else, man.
I mean, I don't know if people are laughing
Oh, yeah.
with you
Oh, yeah.
or at you. You know?
But who cares, man? When there's beer in there, everybody's having a good time.
As long as they're laughing, man.
Exactly, Freddie. That's it, man. Laughter is the best medicine. Don't forget that. Look at
Don't
Robin
be scared
Williams.
to be the. Don't be scared to be the class clown.
What? Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
What
One of
the
the funniest comedians ever, man.
Who are these guys and
Hey,
why
listen,
are they
by
on
the
the
way-
pay-per-view? Okay, like
I don't
what
know.
the
Listen,
I
let me
wanted
get
to
back
say
to
it,
something here. Freddie, I don't know if you actually started watching the show here. What's his name?
checks his notes.
How
Literally
to
checks
no
his
no
notes.
no let go, man. Let go of my notes. How to
with
with
John Wilson?
By the way, I don't know if you know that. Remember what we were talking
That's
about?
in your notes?
It's in my notes, man.
You have this printed up?
Yeah, no, I wrote it down because I didn't know that you're going to be talking about this guy. I didn't know who the hell he was. But anyways, I did reach out to him. I told you I was going to do it. And I did reach out to him, and I said, listen, man, you got to come on our show. So if John Wilson is actually listening.
That's a great way to get somebody on your show.
Well, yeah.
Listen, man, you got to come on our show.
Well, actually, I did even more than that. What I did is I sent them the link of Dave Simon talking about how great the show is. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be a bullcrap show. But to be fair to Dave, it's not like I always like Dave's picks on certain shows and movies, but this one is really good. It's hilarious, man. Anyways, so if John Wilson is listening, come on the show, man. Do it for Dave Simon. Do it for one of your brothers.
Do it for me, man. What? What the hell is this? Who are you picking? I'm going with Batista via Batista Bomb.
Yeah,
All right.
that's who I went with too.
I walk for miles inside the pit of
listen,
danger.
Damon, it's a tough fight for him. He's only here on 5 days notice, so it's gonna be tough. 12-2, Mario Batista, man.
Yeah, Batista. I wish it was Dave Batista fighting for the UFC
Isn't he a blue belt in
on
jiu-jitsu?
pay-per-view. I think he's like brown belt
Brown
at this
now.
point.
What?
He got his
Yeah.
brown belt.
Is he
Yeah, man.
brown already? Wow.
He would smash you.
Well, he is
Yeah,
a big
he-
guy.
Batista Bomb.
Batista.
Seriously, who
I
are these
tried-
guys? I don't like. Why? What is this? Damon Blackshear? Like, no disrespect, but
Is he
yeah, he's
related to
coming off a
Donald
5-day
Brashear?
notice, man.
huh? Say it again.
Is he related to Donald Brashear?
Ooh, that was a good fighter back in the days,
Different
man.
names.
Good. Wow,
their last
Freddie.
names are different. So I'm gonna say no. It's Blackshear, not Brashear. So I'm gonna
Man,
say
Donald
that's a blast
Damon,
from the
that-
past there, Freddie. I'm
Similar.
impressed.
I saw him fight MMA. That guy Donald Brashear. I interviewed him. I think after his fight, or is that possible?
And here we
Could be,
go.
yeah. He was a good fighter.
But he was a
Hockey player.
hockey player, but he turned MMA fighter, didn't he?
Yeah, for a short period of time in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure I was like involved with that in some way.
I don't think he did very well in MMA.
I'm pretty sure he won.
He won his
It
only
was
fight.
a short career, man.
Donald
He only had one
Brashear
fight.
was an MMA fighter. 1-0. He had one pro fight. He played in the NHL.
Yeah, he was a great
He
fighter.
had
in
one
the
pro
NHL,
fight
man.
at Ringside MMA 11.
Who did he fight?
Oh, Fred, I think this is the show where we met, where we became best friends.
What?
Yeah.
What year is this?
It's Ringside MMA 11.
Who was on that card?
Patrick Cote.
I was at that fight too then.
It was in Quebec City at the
oh, no, it
Colisée.
wasn't that one. No.
You remember, Fred? We were in the Colisée in the
At
terrible...
the Starnes one, or is it?
No, this was Donald Brashear beat Matthew Bergeron. Patrick Cote beat Todd Brown. Stefan Peltier beat Dimitri Vardenberg.
Oh, man. Vardenberg, yeah.
Old school.
He's a BTT guy, man.
We were. I'm pretty sure this was the card where we hung out and we ate weed cookies and we watched the fights. I think it was at the Donald Brashear fight.
Could be.
Wow.
Yeah. What was that? Was that
There's
your
a-
phone?
there's
That
a
was my
funny-
phone.
There's a funny moment of Donald Brashear on French radio where he goes to this radio show and he gets there a little late, and the guy asks him, "Hey, why were you late?" and blah blah blah. And Donald Brashear answers, "Oh, I picked up a girl last night and had fun." and the guy just cuts him off and says, "We're live."
Blackshear, not Brashear. Let's just pretend this is Donald Brashear against Dave Batista, because that would be a hell of a fight on UFC pay-per-view, brother.
Oh, yeah.
But instead, Blackshear got a takedown. He's in the guard of Batista. Batista trying to work, I don't know, an armbar maybe, a little bit, trying to get to his feet.
Well, Blackshear is trying to go for that guillotine, but that Batista is pretty flexible, man.
Batista on one leg, Blackshear trying to get him to the ground.
Almost got him in the quills there with that knee.
So Blackshear's the guy that took this fight on like 5 days' notice?
5 days' notice, man. I mean, he's going full commando. Like, he's going wild here in this first round.
Full commando is something else.
Yeah, well, it could happen, too. You never know. It's still a lot of fight in the game here.
What is that? What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
Of course I do, man. I'm old school. That's an old school term, man.
All right.
I don't know what it is nowadays if you call it like going like
I'm pretty
full
sure
commando.
it means the same thing as it used to mean.
I don't think so, man. There's all kinds of new names.
Isn't that
changes.
just wearing pants without underwears?
I mean, commandos aren't really cool these days, you know, the
real
woke
commandos.
nation. They're probably not pro commandos.
What is a commando?
Not sure.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, man.
Like, this is a bantamweight fight. Neither of these guys are ranked in the top 15. Why are they fighting after Marlon Vera and Pedro Munoz, which was also a bantamweight
Why
fight?
are they on the pay-per-view?
Yeah, why are they on the pay-per-view, and why do they get like closer to the main event than Marlon Vera and Pedro Munoz?
Because these guys are two guys that are looked as possibly top prospects. So they're just showcasing them.
Maybe Batista is, because Batista was the guy that was always on this card. Blackshear took this fight on a few days' notice.
But
so
he still...
Batista was always supposed to be on this pay-per-view. Who was he supposed to fight? Was he supposed to fight somebody more impressive, and that's why this is... Because right now, Blackshear is handling him. He's out-grappling him.
He was supposed to fight Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, okay. Thank you. See, now everything makes sense. Okay, this was the Cody Garbrandt fight. Cody Garbrandt, former champion. Cody Garbrandt, noted star in the UFC. Guy that should be on a pay-per-view. I get it. So Batista was supposed to fight Garbrandt, but Garbrandt had to pull out, and then Blackshear's. That's why this fight's happening on pay-per-view. Fred.
It makes sense.
Thank you.
But there's still two prospects. He's got him in a nice tight guillotine.
Here comes
Here we
Batista.
go. Tap it out,
trying
buddy.
to get
Tap
a
it out.
guillotine choke.
He's got it tight,
got
man.
30
seconds. You could do it.
I don't think he's
You
got
could
it.
do it. Believe in yourself. Believe.
I learned a little trick.
Yeah.
Stop pulling. Go to the side. See,
he did it.
I learned a trick for guillotines, and I'm finishing guillotines at a much higher percentage. When you have a guy wrap like that, a lot of guys stay flat, fall to the side of the choke. And you'll
with
get,
your shoulder down.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing that at all. A lot of guys just try to stay in guard, stay square, and pull back, fall to the side of the choke, and you'll get the fucking tap way faster.
That's a George St. Pierre move right there. That's what George does all the time.
I watched a lot of guillotine instructionals because I found a lot of guys in my front headlock, and I've been watching a lot of ways to refine my guillotine, and pretty much everybody's saying the side, getting to the side is like a really big thing. Like, you don't want to just go straight. You want to go here and to the side a bit. So then if they start to roll, fuck it. You just follow them with the mounted guillotine and finish them up there. Yeah. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. George,
it's been working for me.
Yeah, if you ever see George when he explains that, that's what he was doing like forever in his jiu-jitsu career or his MMA career. Was always like rolling to the shoulder. And you're right, like going back can work with a guy who doesn't have the same strength as you.
Because he was just like this.
Well,
you know
he was kind of
he didn't lean. If he leaned a little bit, he might have been able, but I don't think he wasn't deep enough on the neck with that guillotine.
It was also the angle of where he was off the octagon there. I don't think he had
I got a decent guillotine.
Yeah, well, it's good, man. It's one
of the things I can do half decently. Okay, round two. I think Blackshear won that first round, though. Despite the guillotine attempt from Batista, I think Blackshear won the first round. No? Fred, no?
I don't know. I think Batista won.
Okay.
I think Batista won.
I mean, he came out like really heavy hands for the first minute, Blackshear, but after that, it was pretty much Batista.
I don't know. He got some takedowns. He had back mounts.
Well, yeah, but he didn't do much. I mean,
maybe. Yeah, he started well. It's true.
He did start well, but it didn't.
Like Batista had that kind of guillotine attempt late, but Blackshear had some good takedowns and.
Well,
again, to me, getting to the back, like he had the back mount for a little bit.
Yeah,
it's kind of big.
But Batista
with
defended
some
that
good
very well.
with some good hands.
Oh,
nice elbow
solid
from
elbow.
Batista.
Oh, I don't know if he's hurt, man. Blackshear looked like he just slowed down there for a second. Let's see if he lifts him here, Dave.
Yeah, Batista clinching Blackshear up against the fence, trying to get that double leg as we get a nice clean shot of Johnny Damon in the front row.
Johnny! Not our Johnny North.
Can't get enough of Johnny Damon. Hell of a ball player.
Did he win a World Series with the Yankees? Because I know he won with Boston, so I'm not sure why you're so pro Johnny Damon.
I don't know, because I like baseball. All right.
But he's a Red Sox champ, Dave.
And he did play for the Yankees, which is cool. You know, he was a good baseball player.
Was he part of that team that won with Rodriguez? His only championship with the Yankees?
Yes, he was part of the 2009 Yankees World Series team.
Okay, so he deserves respect.
So he did win a World Series in pinstripes, which, you know, respect.
Respect.
Big respect. That's the last time
14
they won,
years,
too.
14 years ago.
Yeah, I know. And it's not happening this year, let me tell you. Yankees have lost 7 in a row. They're looking like pure shit lately. August has been a fucking nightmare for the Yankees. And for Yankee fans like me. Fucking awful. Just...
Shit happens, man. It's like our Montreal Canadiens. It's been a long 25-plus years, man. Think about
Tell you
it.
who looks good. Real Madrid, man. They had another nice win today.
Well, Miami was looking good tonight. Like, they're going for the MLS championship. Messi scored a beautiful, beautiful goal. It was 1-0 last check. So I don't know what's happening right now, but let me tell you, man. Messi
played
is
like
the GOAT.
He played like 7 or 8 games for Miami, and he's already like their second all-time scorer.
It's crazy, man. But did you see the goal tonight? Freddie, did you see?
That's a joke, man.
Did you see the goal
Come
tonight?
on.
Wow.
That shouldn't happen. That
But-
just shows that you're
Yeah,
like
but
a
the team
big
only
fish in
had-
a small pond. Like, that's not right.
Dude, he's
the
unbelievable.
team only has like 3 or 4 seasons to
Still, man,
It's
he's
named.
played like
Maybe
not
not
even a
even.
full
Maybe
season,
less.
man.
But the goal tonight that he pulled off, man, holy smokes.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
incredible, man.
if he played with children, he'd also be able to pull off highlight reel goals. I mean,
He's playing with pros, man.
he's playing with pros that couldn't make European soccer money.
No.
No. I mean, what is the MLS? Like, if you're a top MLS player, I mean, you know, Messi is going to get paid whatever, but
Still,
the
man, it's
average MLS salary has got to be lower than the average Premier League salary.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like,
of course.
and the level of play is higher in the English league and the Spanish league, right?
I argued the other day with Alan from Jiu Jitsu on this subject.
Okay.
And this is my opinion. When it comes to soccer, there's 4 leagues. There's the English Premier League, the Spanish League, the German League, and the Italian League.
Right.
All the other ones after that are shit.
If you're not in Champions League, do you exist?
good point.
Well, I mean, a lot of teams make Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain. They're in the Champions League, but the French league just sucks, man. It's a 1-team league, so there's no competition.
Well, that's it. But they have a powerhouse team, whatever. But like, could they include MLS in that? Like, how would MLS do if they could be included in the Champions League? You know what I mean? How would that work against those clubs?
They wouldn't fare well at all.
No?
I don't think so. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's kind of my point.
I mean, also,
like, I don't know.
just
I
look-
don't watch this stuff, but I see MLS as like, well, it's the American soccer league. It's not really like a Spanish
Let's just ask
soccer
Siri.
league.
Let's just ask Siri, because I think the average salary in MLS is like $400,000. I think the average salary in the English Premier League is like $3 million. So there's a difference.
different. Yeah.
What is
That's
the
major.
average salary in the Premier League?
So
Second round done.
second round is done. This fight has been so exciting. We've been talking about soccer.
I mean, look, there was a lot of clinching that was going on. I mean, it's hard. I think Batista got the second. I don't know what you think, Freddie, but it was close. A lot of clinching.
Not much going on in that second round.
They're both like breathing heavy. I mean, there was.
I thought Batista had the edge.
Yeah, he had the edge.
I'm waiting for the Batista bomb, though. I haven't seen anything cool. No spine
I watched the
busters.
latest.
No
I watched the
twisters,
latest
like you said.
Guardian of the Galaxy with my wife the other day, and I fell asleep in front of it. Really don't like that movie.
Not the first time people have fallen asleep watching Batista. Batista. What are the notes telling you now?
Let go, man, of my notes.
He really doesn't want me to have these notes. It's weird.
Well, there's another pay-per-view on September 9th already.
Oh, Adesanya's going to beat the shit out of Sean Strickland.
And
man.
here we go.
Here we go, man. Round 3.
Oh,
And here we go.
Yeah, we know that.
oops.
Ooh, nice right
Here we
by
go.
Batista. A nice 1-2 by Blackshear, but let's see. Will he get back to the ground? Oof. They're both coming out strong, man. Considering that they were both breathing so heavy in that.
This fight is anybody's fight still, I think, because you can't be confident going into the third round that you've won the first or second round. Neither guy can be confident heading into this round. Like, it's do or die. And both of these guys are completely unknown, and they need to make a name for themselves in the UFC.
Well, that's why they're there.
This is a big moment for their career. Like, you win this fight, you go on, maybe you impress some people. You get a big fight next time around, you lose this fight, and who knows where you go.
Blackshear is eating some heavy punches. Here we go.
Batista
High
again
crotch.
clinching in for the takedown. He's been doing this a lot and just not being able to finish the takedowns.
Well, he's a good wrestler, Blackshear. Like on paper, like it shows that he's good at the wrestling game, and it's proving it right now. But once they're in that clinch, Batista likes to throw these elbows that grazed a few times, but they were never on the money.
It sucks when two guys that you've never heard of have a fight that's really unimpressive. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like...
It's not a bad fight, man.
It's
You're
not
a
bad.
little
No, it's not
harsh.
bad, Dave.
I mean, it's not been great.
I mean, at least they're exchanging, man, and they're not just walking around in circles.
Yeah, man. Both guys are going at it 100%. If you want to be mad at anybody, it's Dana White for putting it on the pay-per-view. But like we were saying, it's the Cody Garbrandt fight. So
Oof.
So whatever happened to switching things up? Put Weidman on the pay-per-view?
Oh, he got him down, Batista. Nice.
Batista with a big takedown.
Can he keep him down? That's the question.
That's big at this stage in the round.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he's trying to take his back. Here we go. This is his game, man.
He's got one hook in. He's looking to hold him right
yeah,
now.
if he could control him for the next 2 minutes, it's good enough to take the win.
Yeah, if he could just kind of hold him here.
Yeah, and that's it.
But is it good enough to take the win? Because did he win the first 2 rounds? Did he win one of those rounds?
Yeah.
I mean, he could think so. He could hope so. But
No.
I don't know if he's confident. Like, to me, you got to be pushing hard for the finish here. You got 2 minutes. You got to hook in. You got the guy's back. You got to hustle. You got to go, right? And he's going.
Yeah.
But you can't just kind of hold him and go, well, I'm pretty sure I'll be all right.
Oh, he's got a nice, lock on Blackshear's hand. He's trying to get that neck.
He's got Blackshear in a turtle position, but Blackshear trying to get back to his feet. He's got a good body lock on him. And then
that was nice how he got his hook in.
Yeah, pulls him back to the ground, gets a hook in. But he doesn't have, he doesn't get both hooks in, and he doesn't have the full back mount there. And he's not really able to finish the rear naked choke from that angle. It looks like he's maybe looking to get a second hook in now. No. Because Blackshear's kind of getting his back flat to the mat, and then Batista's going to try and roll up on top of him.
Oof.
And there he
He
does.
almost had that armbar right there.
Yeah.
And now he's got
He
both.
stays-
No.
No.
Nice. Blackshear.
He's got to be careful the way he falls
got
there.
to his feet.
He's got to be careful the way he falls.
we're seeing significant strikes. It seems like Blackshear won the first and Batista won the second as far as how many significant strikes were landed. I didn't catch the third round there, but there's a little trip takedown from Blackshear, and he lands a good punch on the way down.
Whoa.
But Batista reverses position,
he
gets
could
on
set
top
up for
of
a
him.
guillotine here.
And
No, he didn't
back
go
to
for it.
standing, clinch position against the fence. I
got-
think this has been
Oh,
Batista's
nice.
round. That was a
Beautiful.
really nice takedown from Batista.
Wow,
That was
that
sick.
was beautiful, man.
All right, that was nice.
Yeah, he got top mount. I mean, 10
This has
seconds
been
to
the-
go. And
This has been the best round of the fight. Like,
Yeah.
they're fighting with some urgency here.
Yeah,
Batista's
exactly.
really putting it into the second gear.
he's just got to throw a couple more punches. Just lit in. 2 seconds to go. Boom. Big elbow at the end. Wow. I think
All right,
that was
I'll be
enough
back.
to seal the deal.
I think Batista probably won that fight. He won
Yeah.
the third round,
I think he took all 3
second
rounds.
round, maybe the first round too. What happened? Where'd Fred go?
Freddie, what happened,
Oh,
man?
Fred went out. Fred just left, I think.
Yeah. He's just gone, man. Freddie Freeze does it again, man.
I didn't even
The
notice.
ninja. He just walks away.
I thought he was gonna. I thought he would say something.
He's kind of like
I didn't-
Biden in an interview. He just
Did he just disappear?
talk
for
to him
a
and he
smoke
just
break?
walks away from a question.
I want to disappear for a smoke break too.
So go for it, man.
No, because then Fred's gone, and then it'll just be you.
That's right. God knows what I'll say.
Too dangerous. Can't do that.
It's happened before.
I wouldn't do that to the people.
It's happened before, man.
Oh, he said he was leaving. I guess I didn't catch it because I got.
He did say that?
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
That was a beautiful reversal, man, eh? Wasn't that nice?
Who won? Batista.
Look, if you have to give it to someone, it's... I think Batista won all 3 rounds. But
I
then
think
again,
he-
you never know, man.
I think he won at least 2.
Well, look, just the way it ended, like, I think it was strong enough when I said that Batista took this fight.
Blackshear thinks he's won. He's got his hands up in the
Yeah,
air.
sure. His corner told him, just put your hand up there, bud. Make it look like you won.
What's Big Bruce saying? It's unanimous. 29-28, 29-28, 30-27. Probably Batista.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Here we go. AJ's
Batista.
parlay is rolling on.
Oh, wow. Nice. Batista wins a unanimous decision. 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. So he wins all 3 rounds on one judge's scorecard, 2 out of 3.
Yep.
For the other 2, which is how
That's
I
what
saw it.
Yeah, that's how I saw it too.
Close fight, but yeah, Batista did enough to win.
Longest active win streak, man. He has 5. Aljamain Sterling 9, Merab 8. He's up there, Dave.
Rob Ninkovich, New England Patriots.
Patriots.
Defensive end. They're showing Johnny Damon. They're showing again. Boston Red Sox center fielder, 2-time World Series champion. How about, there's Paul Craig and Joe Lozon. They're showing celebrities in the house. Rob Font.
Font's in the house.
He's from Massachusetts. They're in Boston tonight.
They're lucky, man. Boston strong. I love Boston, dude. I do.
That's good.
I'd like to get back to Boston one day.
All right. Let's go.
Maybe like tourism, Boston or
We should have been there.
Massachusetts or whatnot. Yeah, we should be there.
We should be at the fights tonight.
Well, let's hope. Our great sponsor Bet99 provides us some transportation.
We could have gone to this.
So let's do it.
We could have easily been at these
Yeah,
fights.
you know what? We could have taken the drive to go down there. We'll go to the next one. How's that sound?
In Boston?
Wherever. New York, Boston, Toronto.
Well, New York's in November. I don't know about that.
That's a good time to go. That's not a bad
It's
idea.
not a bad time to go to New York.
Yeah, man. I say we do it.
Is there a bad time to go to New York?
Never.
I don't think so.
Unless you're getting mugged.
You know what
But
we
other
need
than
to
that,
do?
it's
We need to
okay.
get Fred to go because, Fred's never been to New York City.
What?
Yeah.
But he's a real Quebecois, this guy.
What does that have to do with New York City?
I think the furthest he's gone is Trois-Rivières. But, yeah, man, if Fred's never been to New York, it'd be great. We could go to Little Italy, make our way to Chinatown, ride the sub, wear a couple of MAGA hats, see how that goes.
I don't know how that would go in New
I think it
York
would go
City.
great now.
I don't know if those are the things that I'd want to do there. And
What do you want to do in New York then?
Other things.
Catch a show? Saturday Night Live? Other than the UFC, of course.
Are you
UFC Fight Week?
Are you visiting New York City in 1998 or something? What's happening?
Dude, I did, man. I went to the studios. I went to Saturday Night Live. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I did the whole tour, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to see David Letterman back in the days when he had his show. This is way back.
I don't know. You go, you check out the fights, have something to eat, check out some sneaker places. I don't know.
Get a couple of dogs on the side of the corner.
Yeah, man. You just
want some dogs?
But what were the things you were trying to do there? Go to the what now?
Peep shows.
What?
There's a lot of stuff in New York, man. It used to be very clean. I don't know how it is now.
Shout out Nick and Doug watching. I see Nick.
Doug.
Nick is there.
Who did they bet tonight?
I hope so. I hope he went with Team Dave. Dave cashed in tonight, Doug.
And Team AJ is looking good.
Doug and Nick out in Kingston, Ontario, checking us out on
That's
YouTube.
A very nice place as well, Kingston. I love Kingston.
Home of
the prison.
The legendary Tragically Hip band.
Tragically Hip?
Don Cherry.
Don Cherry comes from Kingston, you're right.
Ted Teven.
Ted Teven, man, the great Ted.
All from Kingston, Ontario.
Ted Teven, one of the best sports broadcasters, radio broadcasters ever. I think one of the best in Canada. Ted Teven, man, he's a legend. I used to listen to him all the time. My family used to call up all the time. They never got shot down with chocolate bullets. That's how I used to listen to Ted, because my cousin Saba. Yeah, I used to call in all the time. And be like, hey, Ted, listen, I got who's this? It's Saba. And, I'm telling you, Ted Teven was the greatest, man. I used to listen to him, for everything. His picks on horses, man, a lot of the times they came in.
Cigar.
Yeah. Down to Sarasota. He used to talk about orange juice all the time.
Tropicana.
And Dave Simon was the protege of Ted Teven. If most people don't know, this guy right here, sitting next to me, was a Ted Teven protege.
He was a good man.
This is the guy. He was, man. You know what? I always used to think the guy was a giant. I'd be like, oh, Ted Teven, the sound of his voice and everything.
Quite an amazing voice. Yeah, incredible. Yeah.
You should play it one day. You should do a clip of Ted, shooting someone down with chocolate bullets.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the thing with Ted is that the way he sounds on radio, you're gone.
So good.
But the thing is that he sounded like a giant, and and then you meet Ted, and you're like, it can't be.
But the voice was there,
Yeah,
you see him, it's like.
But he was so knowledgeable, man.
That's the guy. Yeah, he was.
Hey, Dave Simon.
He was the king of sports radio, Ted Teven. He was
in Master Controls, Dave Simon.
Yeah. So long ago.
Yeah, man. It's how many years?
I was a kid when I worked with Ted Teven.
Wow, he was the greatest. Like I told you, my family used to call in all the time.
He's been gone for several years now.
Yeah, it was. It hasn't been, honestly speaking, I mean, we were on TSN. We had a great show and whatnot. A lot of people know Dave Simon. But, not having a guy like Ted Teven on the air was...
It doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist, man.
I mean, it's a different time.
Man, he got away with so many things. And his girlfriend, remember he used to talk about his girlfriend all the time?
I don't want to comment on any of that. I don't want to comment on any of that.
He was the best, man.
Because he told me things in privacy that I don't know if he told those things on the air as well.
Well, he did mention, his girlfriend many times on the air.
What did he say?
Well, good things.
Okay.
Well, I hope.
He was married, though, right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he needed Tropicana orange juice, man, for heart palpitations.
Well, there was, he was an interesting guy who had led an interesting life.
Oh, he did.
Put it that way.
Did you ever go down to the horse races with him? Sarasota, dude.
I don't think he was there at the time we were at Blue Bonnets. Morency was there.
Blue Bonnets, I used to go with my dad.
Blue Bonnets was a station event. Morency was there.
Oh, Morency.
Yeah.
He's another great character, man.
Morency, too, another protege of the great Ted Teven.
Yeah, man. He talks highly about you,
He's the best.
Morency, yeah. Man. He has his show. I think he still has a show on...
Nobody knows more about sports than Gabe Morency.
He's amazing, man.
Yeah, at Sports Rage. Follow him. That guy's a master.
No one goes more wild than Gabe, that's for sure.
And he's no gimmick. He's the real deal.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
He's so real. I couldn't live like him. It's too real.
He's rock and roll,
real, man. Yeah, he's rock and roll. He's real rock and roll. He's like old school rock and roll. That guy. He's for real.
Yeah, he's kind of
legit.
He's kind of like David Lee Roth
of
sports.
Sports radio, sports gambling. He's fucking legit.
He's like the Motley Crue all put into one, man.
I think he's writing a book, man.
Is he? Well, he deserves it, man. He has so many stories.
Yeah, no, he's got stories for days. I worked with him a lot. He was a fucking character.
But he's very knowledgeable, man. That's one thing.
No one is more knowledgeable than him. In sports, like, I've never met anybody.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
and I listen
24/7, 365 sports, knows everything about sports.
Yeah, it's
all
amazing.
sports too. All the sports. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it. Well, I know how he does it. He doesn't sleep, and he's
The rage.
24/7. The rage fucking fuels him.
Yeah.
And other things.
And he's got that voice too, you know.
Yeah. Yo, he's intense, man. He's
But
the
you know
real
what?
deal.
It's look, I listened to him. I haven't, like, to be honest, I'm
I
not
got a
sure
lot
if
of
he's
time
still
for-
on air.
I got a lot of time for him. Yeah, he's all over the
But
place.
he did a lot of stuff. When you look at his
He's
career,
killing
man,
it.
he was on television. He was all over the place.
Yeah, he's the man.
And then there's a lot of these other jabronis that try to imitate him, man. They don't come close.
Yeah. No, those two guys were good to me. Teven and Morency, they were real good to me.
Well, two legends, man.
I got
what more do
along-
you want?
I got along well with Morency, you know? Good guy.
Yeah, he talked highly about you on his show one time. I was listening.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But
He's a
that's
real
the
good
thing,
guy.
man. These are characters that, you know, if you've never heard of them, like, research it, because Ted was, for me, like, growing up as a kid, man, I can still hear that voice like they were on radio and we're all listening and it was all Canadians talking and whatnot, and baseball, of course.
I took care of Morency's cat for like a month when
What?
when he moved out of Montreal and he went
Did the
to,
cat have rage?
He went to Toronto. He got like a big TV deal in Toronto. He was on the Score for a
Yeah,
while.
I
there,
remember
you know?
that. He was
And his-
pretty good, man, on
And
it.
he was moving and everything, and he didn't have it all set up with the cat, so I took care of his cat for like.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it was supposed to be like a week. It wound up being like a month, but it
Like
was cool.
Dave-
The cat was cool.
Dave won't mind.
No, I didn't mind. Cat was cool.
Was he?
Yeah. I think the cat's name was like Princess or something. He was funny because he's like super hardcore, but he's like, "Come here, Princess," you know. It's fucking hilarious, man. I'm pretty sure her name was Princess. Fuck, like the most hardcore metal guy, you know, little kitty named Princess.
Well, I'm trying to think
That's
right now.
Morency. That's
The
Morency.
thing with Ted, I'm trying to figure out if his girlfriend was, if I don't want to say anything, but
Don't say it.
I thought it was Princess too, man. I'm just saying, it was something along those lines.
Neo Magni, Ian Machado, Gary. The fight's
Let's
about
go,
to take
man.
place,
This is gonna be a tough one.
and we even have Fred back. Fred, how was this smoke? Good.
Great.
And
Always good.
here we go.
I see you have a Twix with you, so now you're really like Fred is recharged and ready.
Here we go, guys. Oh, one big kick by
One
Gary, man.
Leg kick from Gary dropped Neo Magni. Magni back up to
Jesus.
his feet, but one leg kick put him on his ass.
That
So
was like a kung fu karate sweep, man. That just took him down.
we've all got Gary winning this fight. He is a big, heavy favorite. He's undefeated. Did you see him do a? Oh, there's
Oh, my
another calf
God.
kick that drops Magni.
Dave, it was a little bit lower. I think he got him
That was
near
a
the
calf.
ankle.
I think that was a calf.
Whatever it was, man. 2 kicks, 2 drops.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
So if most people don't know who Ian Gary is, he's from Ireland. He's a Connor favorite. This guy is the future right here. This guy is
Undefeated,
Undefeated.
Irish, 25 years old, smashing the competition. And
Neil's getting hurt with every
he's-
shot that's
that was a
been
nice
taken.
jab that Gary just landed. Very solid.
And this is Neil Magny, man. A lot of experience. I mean, anything could happen. You know, it's still
I
early
think
in the fight, but holy
Magny's-
smokes, man.
You know, I think Magni's going to need to test the wrestling of Ian Gary. The problem is, to do that, you got to get close to him. And anytime he gets even within a few inches of him, he's getting hit with these vicious leg kicks
my
and
God.
stiff jabs. Because Gary is a very powerful striker. But here's Magni able to tie up with him a little bit. But see, Gary pushes away real well because he knows he doesn't want to clinch up with Magni. He doesn't want Magni to try and take him down. He just wants to stay at this range and just pepper him with strikes.
Man, those
I
leg
just
kicks
love
were-
how AJ is already crowning him. One little highlight. Oh, he's the future. Oh, he's incredible.
No,
He's
Freddie, it's not this highlight. It's been all his UFC career. I mean, this
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
is like, he's unbelievable. And you can see it just the way he started. 2 kicks, Magny was down on the ground. I mean, this is just, there's still 3 minutes to go in this first round, and he's toying with them.
I mean, you got to admit, Fred, he's pretty impressive so far. He's pretty good. So far in his UFC run and so far in this fight, like, he's got something.
Yeah, he's got like, there's something about this guy when he fights. He's just like a chess player, man. Everything he does, it works.
Clinching up now against the fence. Gary has Magni pushed up against the cage.
And he's got his 2 arms up. Isn't that kind of interesting?
It is a weird way of... He's just kind of holding him there with his chest.
And he's throwing those knees. What's happening?
Gary has an overhook and an underhook on Magni. The referee is telling him he can't have his hand outside of the octagon. So Gary has his arm over the fence, and he can't hold the top of the fence.
But he's not kind of holding it. He's kind of gliding across it,
but
you know?
He's kind of using it to hook. He's got it hooked, the top of the cage, which you can't do. It's like holding the fence itself.
Well, Magni's got sort of like this grapevine on Gary right now, which is going to not help him. As you can see, he actually slid down.
But Gary just did a takedown thing, but he grabbed the fence as he did it. Do you see that? Like
Did he?
There's a bit of a cheat there. Bit of a cheat from Gary. He kind of grabbed the fence as Magni kind of fell down.
I don't know what happened there, if Magni slid down on his own or whatnot, but it doesn't make a difference. They're back at the center.
Yeah, it looked like Magni also just went to the ground by himself to me, but
yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see a replay of that because I think Gary cheated, but it might not matter.
Maybe that's why.
He kind of
as soon as he got the.
Oh, sorry, Fred.
As soon as he got the takedown, he like backed out. So maybe Gary knew he cheated and just backed out.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Oh my God!
Yeah,
another
but he's
leg
making
kick.
him get up. Doesn't want to grapple with Magni.
Gary's telling him to come up. He's butt scooting.
Magni got kicked in the leg again, fell to his butt, tried to butt scoot towards Gary, but Gary just backed up and said, "No, get to your feet. I'm not grappling. I'm striking."
I was gonna say Gary. His body kind of reminds me of like Pereira. He's got that Pereira type of body.
Oh, nice front kick from Gary. But Magni tries to catch it, chases Gary down.
Very smart defense, man, on that leg hook.
Oh, nice leg kick. Oh, Magni's hurt. That leg kick hurt him really bad.
Yeah, he's like...
Did you see him stop there?
Man,
he's stumbling.
He's stumbling, man.
And Gary's on the offense now.
I could see the big knee happening right about now.
Oh, nice kick to the body from Ian Gary. Magni clinches up, and that's how this round is going to end.
Magni needs to clinch, man, but he hurt him, man.
Gary may have busted up Magni's leg pretty good.
Let's see how he walks away. Oh, Dave, he's limping away, man.
Oh, yeah. He's not walking too well.
No, he's not. He's trying to stay, like, not to show the pain.
Yeah.
But he was limping across. His leg was straight as he was walking across the octagon. Got to hand it to Magni to make it look like nothing bothered him, but holy smokes.
That's an Ian Gary round.
Jesus. Like, a pretty dominant round.
Minus 500, the favorite coming in is Ian Gary. So.
What the hell, man? Freddie. There's a hype on this guy for a reason, man.
I mean, he's good. That was a good round. I'm not crowning him the next champ like you.
Yeah, you got him with a high, like...
Welterweight's super tough, too. The welterweight division is crowded with potential challengers. Shavkat. Like, could this guy beat Shavkat?
Man, right now?
Can anybody beat Shavkat is my question. When will Shavkat get his chance?
Maybe this guy, like, give him a few more fights. Let's see how it ends in this fight, first of all. But holy smokes, he threw a nice jab on the money, man.
And here we go.
Round 2.
Damn right, here we go. Neil threw a nice straight, landed. That was the first punch that connected, really.
Oh, nice head kick there from Gary.
Damn, that just sailed by.
Grazed him, yeah. Oh, another leg kick there. Those short leg kicks, anytime Gary lands them now, Magni just kind of stops.
Yeah.
Nice body kick there from Gary.
Jesus, man.
He's doing a good job of keeping this fight at range and fighting his fight, not letting Magni get too close.
And I like the way he, like, circles away. Like, he starts it back right in the center of the octagon. That's where he wants to be. He's controlling this fight.
Like, Magni can't get close enough to hit him.
And you see how he kind of ducked under just as he was moving forward? It's like almost like he wasn't sure, man. Let me just duck under, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, because every time...
that's got to hurt.
He just got kicked in the calf, and Magni is limping badly after that last kick. Yeah. That really hurt. His legs are severely compromised.
Like one or two more good kicks on that leg, and it's over.
I mean, the first kick of the fight, he dropped, right? It didn't take long. Another one. Oh, and Magni really, he felt that.
Yeah. So
he's trying not to sell it, but you could tell every one of those hurts.
Look, he changed stance, man. It's done.
Oof, he's not moving well. Oh, but he grabs a single leg.
He's trying to. This is the only thing that he can
Magni trying to push Gary up against the fence. Lost hold of the single leg. He's got an underhook, trying to push him up against the fence, maybe drag him down. I'd like to see Ian Gary tested a little bit on the ground, see what he's got, see what kind of takedown defense he's got so far. It's pretty good, but what's his jiu-jitsu like against a guy like Neil Magny? So far, hasn't had to use it too much. Magny grabbing a hold of him, staying on his back now, got him clinched up on his back, trying to throw a hook in.
He's defending it well, Gary. Don't grab the fence.
Yeah, Gary's got to be careful not to grab the cage here because Magny's got a hold of his back. He's got a body clinch of him. And he's got one hook in trying to drag him down.
But you've got that compromised leg, so it's kind of hard, man.
Yeah.
That's the
and
problem.
Gary gets out of it.
He can't anchor
reverses,
as well.
Holds on to Magny
He's up on
now.
his toes there.
Pushes
What
Magny
the hell,
into
man?
the fence.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to end well here. Oof.
Nice body punches from Gary.
There we go.
Gary gets out of the clinch, starts circling away. Well, what happened?
Oh, and knocked his mouthpiece out of his mouth.
Gary kicked Magny in the face, and his mouthpiece fell out.
Jeez.
What happened?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good, I think. Oh, another leg kick from Gary. And that one really hurt Magny.
So that's the third one that I said.
Oh, and he's just firing those. You can tell Magny's limping
here's
away.
The knee. There's
Magny's
that knee.
not going down, but you could tell that left leg of Neil Magny's is just destroyed. Gary is smashing it up with kicks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to give up. He's going to give up here.
Another kick, and Magny just kind of hopped on one leg.
And Ian smells the blood here. He's going to just...
Oh, yeah. Magny is in trouble. His leg is just done.
And
Gary knows it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, he's trying... Oh, he's limping. He's trying to switch stance by hopping along, man. Holy smokes,
If you're the referee and you know the guy...
Well,
he's got one leg completely busted up. What do? Do you go,
no, you let
keep
it go.
Fighting? You just let it go?
You let it go because...
Oh, my God.
here
He
it
just
is.
kicked him in the leg again, and now he's taking punches to the body and head.
Look, 20 seconds. He's still moving forward with that leg. It's...
I mean, kind of.
Look, the thing is that if they get to the ground, he can submit him, right? Like, there's a possibility. The leg...
Yeah,
you don't need that leg to submit in some sense. But we'll see. If he buckles over, like, in pain... Oh, man. Neil tried to, like, throw...
I'm not sure what happened at the end, but...
He was trying to do a burpee. Ian throws the finger at him at the end. What the hell?
There was some beef at the end. Neil said something, and the other guy... Neil said something, and the other guy gave him the finger. I'm not sure what was said.
Oh, he said something to him right here. Watch.
Oof. Yeah, so that was definitely another round for Ian Gary. That might have been a 10-8 given the damage, right? Like, that was vicious.
It was vicious. But the thing is that I don't know what happened at the end there, Fred. He kind of, like, jumped up with his two knees like a hop. Something was said, and Ian was pissed. He's trying to walk it off.
Oh, Gilbert Burns is in... I thought I saw Gilbert Burns. He's in Gary's corner.
Really?
That's a good training partner to have at 170 pounds.
Damn.
You know, one of the best in the world there in your corner.
ADCC champion, man.
Yeah. Not bad. And here we go.
Whoa.
And here we go.
Round 3. Gary and Magny. Final round. Gary has easily won the first 2 rounds. Magni's got to go for broke here, but he's going to have to do it on one leg.
He's hurt.
So, I don't know.
Like
I would say
took a few
chances are slim.
Well, chances are slim. Anybody could get a lucky punch. Anything's possible, but I mean, you could just see like the fighting IQ of Ian, man. Oh, he threw a body punch that knocked down like Magni.
Yeah.
The guy has everything, man. He's throwing things that most people wouldn't go down with. Oh,
yeah, well, Magni
Magni's
has no
leg is
legs right
mangled.
now, so
Yeah, his leg
pretty
is
much
a mess.
anything will. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like looking at
Pretty
this
much
and it's hurting
anything.
me, man. Like, you got to give it to Magni to stay there and keep fighting. Man, like...
You would think Gary would be able to pick him off a little bit easier, right? He can't really move. He's not much of a moving target, but Magni's tough, you know? That was a good kick, and Magni had to kind of...
And you could see, like, the grimace in his face. Every time that shot is thrown, it's like, oh, God. I mean, tomorrow morning he won't be walking. It might be over now.
Gary kicks him again, drops him.
Be careful with the
Magni
kick.
on his butt. Magni butt scooting towards him. Gary tells him to get up. Smart move from Gary. Stand up on your feet if you can. And he can. Magni's leg is going to hurt so bad tomorrow.
Well, that's it, man. He won't be
So
walking,
bad.
like, for a couple of days.
In a couple hours from now, it's going to stiffen up, and he's going to be on crutches.
Yeah, the swelling is going to start.
Bad.
I mean...
He's walking now, but he won't be walking pretty soon. His leg is busted up. And he's barely walking now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an injury. Oof. More kicks from
It's that whole
Gary.
leg, man. From the quads to the hams, to the calves, to the ankles, man. He
destroyed his lead leg.
Yeah, it's done.
That's been the story of the fight. From basically the first minute of the fight when he dropped him with two, I think, in the first minute.
Yep.
2 leg kicks. Got to watch out for those Ian Gary leg kicks. They're a problem.
And he doesn't throw anything that's, like, not meant to get a point. That's the thing with Ian. He's not throwing punch after punch. He's just picking and choosing when to throw, and it lands and gets the points. Very smart fighter, man.
Might start to open up. 2 minutes left here. Nice right hand from Ian Gary.
I mean, he could have opened up, like, throughout the fight, but he chooses not to. He just, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to engage where he could get that lucky punch.
Yeah.
Shit happens. He's a smart fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe in the last minute, depending on how Neil is, he might go a little bit more, like, wild, but I doubt it. Oh, Neil is, like...
Another kick.
He was almost about to cry there.
I don't know.
Like,
about that.
no, I'm telling you, man, it was almost like that laughing version of, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magni should have considered not getting up for the third, honestly. I thought about it at the end of the second. I'm like, man, do you really want to go out for a third? And look, man, he's just getting damaged even more.
I mean, he is a warrior, man. There's
a sense of pride. You know, you want to go out there. You want to finish. You want to give yourself a chance to win. You never know. Neil Magny's a tough guy. He wants to go out there. But, man, another leg kick drops Magni.
Wow. That's it, man. He doesn't want to get up. Is he? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to give up there.
Magni wanted Gary to follow him down into the guard, but not happening. Another leg kick. Oh, my God.
Here's what he opens up, Dave.
A kick to the leg hurt Magni, and then a kick to the face, followed by a flurry of punches and kicks to the body and head of Neil Magny.
The ref is going to stop it.
Gary
Ref's going to stop it.
Clinches Magni, throws him to the mat. Now he follows him down to the mat, inside control. That was a serious onslaught from Ian Gary.
Jesus.
Threw a quick little beatdown.
He's
on
a
Neil
mean
Magny
guy,
there.
man.
Yep. Big takedown. Exclamation point to the fight.
Everything he throws is meant to hurt.
I don't think he'll get a finish. Magny able to get him back into half guard from side control. And Gary's just kind of holding on to him at this point.
He wants top.
He doesn't have time to do much else.
Oh, but Jesus.
Oh, Gary does look to pass.
Oh,
He's looking to squeeze in a guillotine. Whoa.
He could get it.
He's got a mounted guillotine, but the fight is over. Wow, he almost guillotined him there at the
Why
end.
so much
Whoa.
animosity,
Shit.
man?
Gary is flipping him off after the fight.
Jesus, man. talk about like the heat. Three more
Honestly,
seconds, man. He would have been out.
I don't hate it.
No, but like if there was another like 3 to 5 seconds, like Neil was tapping out to that. Or he was
I'd like to know why. Because honestly, if
I'll
he
tell
just
you why.
beats
I know
up,
why.
Why?
Why he doesn't like Neil Magny? Because Neil Magny was saying he's a kid, and I've got kids, and I give them whoopings, and I'm gonna give him a whooping like I beat up my kids or whatever. I'm like, what? Neil Magny was basically advocating for hitting your children, and Ian Gary didn't like that. And there was some heat at the press conference, and there's just been bad blood.
Fight.
Wow, look at that.
Once the fight is done, man, I don't know.
Anyways. Hey, he's 25 years old, Freddie. 25 years old. You know.
It's never over when you're 25, man. It's a different mentality.
Different mentality right now, man.
He's a 25-year-old undefeated UFC fighter. He's got some aggression issues, Fred.
In 2023, man, these guys have been training like I'm pretty sure since they were 8 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's aggressive, you know?
Wow.
Ian Gary definitely won.
He doesn't even have like a mark on his body. I mean, he's completely like
not a
look
scratch.
at him, not a scratch.
Magny's face is a mess, and his legs are.
Look at his leg. Look at his knee. How it's crooked. Do you notice how?
Yeah.
Look at the muscle. How it's protruding on the side.
The score. Holy shit! It was like 30-26, 30-26, 30-24.
Wow.
30-24. What does that even mean? What does 30-24 mean? Wait.
They were like 10-8 rounds.
All 3 rounds were 10-8 rounds. Or maybe 2 rounds. 1 round was 10-8. 1 round was 10-7. You could do a 10-7.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pure domination.
30-24.
Let's hear what he says. I'm curious.
When you win a unanimous decision and there isn't even a 30-27, it's 30-26, 30-26, 30-24, you know you dominated. You didn't finish, but you beat the brakes off of him. And there's Ian Gary. Big win.
He's
Talking
right.
to Joe Rogan right now.
Neil Magny's 31st fight, man.
Yeah, he's been around the welterweight division for a long time.
Barrio is going to be fighting Pereira.
What?
What was that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait.
October.
Who?
Marc-André Barrio.
Is
What?
fighting who? Alex Pereira?
No, Michael Pereira.
Oh,
Oh.
You know the
Yeah,
My
that'll be a good
God.
fight.
I was so scared there. I was like, what? No. Why?
Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's crazy. What happened?
Yeah, but that'll be a good fight with Pereira.
Oh, Michel Pereira against Barrio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
Wow, very impressive, man. If this was...
Because they just showed the list of the active streak in the welterweight, and Pereira was in it, so that's why I just remembered. Because while I was smoking my joint, I read that
he's only 24.
online.
Super chat.
He's only 24.
And then I came
thought it
in
was
and I
25.
forgot about it, and now I just remembered.
It's nice when that happens. Ian Gary wants Wonder Boy. Next.
He's the new generation of strikers.
I'm
telling
man.
you,
Give
he's
him
right on
somebody
that.
tougher, man. Wonder Boy, he's kind of semi-retired, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he wants a big name. You know, this was like the toughest test for Ian Gary in a sense to go up against Magni, and he dissected this guy, man. You know,
he's
30,
25
24,
and he's
man.
at the top of his game right
Look at
now.
him dance. Look at him.
Like, why would you want to fight a guy that's not in his prime? Like, Thompson is a name that he wants to put on his list, but I mean, it's like attacking an old man that's semi-retired, man. I don't know.
I don't
Very good
disagree with
performance.
you.
I'm impressed. He's
I
great,
don't-
man, but I don't like his attitude.
I don't think it's a super strong call out, but at the same time, Gary right now is ranked 13th on the UFC's rankings. He just beat number 11, Neil Magny, and Stephen Thompson is ranked number 7. So maybe he's just trying to crack that top 10.
Yep.
That might be it.
I like.
And he doesn't want to call.
Chandler.
He doesn't want to call out Gilbert Burns, who's his training partner, or Shavkat Rakhmonov, who's terrifying.
Wow.
Who
So my
Shavkat
parlay is
fighting?
still
I think
alive,
this
man.
fight got changed. No, wasn't he? Didn't he have a fight?
Yeah, I thought he was going to fight somebody. Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah,
And
that's an
Kevin
easy
pulled
fight.
out.
But they were supposed to fight in September, but Gastelum pulled out. and we still don't know what Shavkat's next fight is going to be. Shavkat beat Jeff Neal in March of this year with a standing rear naked choke that was fucking
pretty crazy,
devastating.
Man. That was sick, actually.
I think Shavkat is the next champion at 170. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree with you.
We're fucking around with this Leon Edwards Kobe Covington fight for some reason. Like, why? Just give Shavkat the fight and see if either of those can beat him. I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
I don't think fucking anybody could beat Shavkat at 170. I'm looking at that 170 fucking rankings, man. Shavkat is ranked 6th. I think he beats Gilbert Burns. They have Khamzat still ranked in welterweight, but I think he's going to fight at middleweight now. Khamzat's ranked 4th, but I think Shavkat Khamzat is honestly the fight, but I think Khamzat's moving up to 185, so it's a moot point. Bilal Muhammad loses to Shavkat. Kobe Covington loses to Shavkat. Usman loses to Shavkat. Edwards loses to Shavkat. Everybody loses to Shavkat. Everybody at 170 pounds in the world loses to Shavkat Rakhmonov. So why are we fucking around with this Kelvin Gastelum fight, who's like not even ranked at 170?
Except this guy.
He's ranked at middleweight. He's ranked 11th at middleweight, but I guess he's dropping back down to 170 for the Shavkat fight, which is like, man, why would you do that? Doesn't seem like a good move. And he pulled out of the fight, so he's probably not even going to do it now. You know what I'm saying? I was saying for years, like, man, Khabib is the best 155er. Why are we fucking around and having these other guys fight for the belt? I remember when Rafael Dos Anjos was the champion, and I was like, Khabib fucking smashed this guy a year ago. Well, why is he champion? What's going on? Why isn't Khabib this undefeated guy getting the title shot? It just made no sense, and eventually he got there, but it's like, man, we were fucking around for years when Khabib was clearly the best 155er. I feel like we're in the same spot at 170. Shavkat is the best.
And he's marketable.
We're just fucking around until we get there.
And he's marketable. That's the thing with a lot of these fights. Sometimes they don't happen right away, and it takes years. Is because sometimes
he doesn't speak English.
But that's a big factor, and I say that to a lot of
Machado Gary is marketable. That guy speaks English, and he's got a fun accent that people like.
Well, right away he's got that Connor attitude, man, coming from the same camp and all that.
It's just the Irish accent.
But no,
Connor attitude.
No, but his
I think you're confused.
No, well, giving the finger at the end and like dancing and all that kind of stuff. He's got that swagger, and people are either going to like it or not, but this guy can fight. What I'm saying about Shavkat, he's got that marketability. A lot of other fighters, it took them time to build up that point where people would know him. You know what I'm saying?
Is,
like,
I don't think he's that marketable.
Peter Yan was a champion, and most people were like, who? That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's the thing with the UFC now. You know, they got to sell.
No, but what I'm saying to you is I don't think Shavkat is that marketable. He's got a cool hat. He's really good at fighting, but he doesn't speak English, and I don't think he's making waves. You know, he's not cutting promos that are getting people excited like Ian Machado Gary.
No, exactly, but you're right about one thing. That's why you need to learn.
If the UFC had their way, they would rush Machado Gary to a title shot over Shavkat, because Shavkat is probably not going to sell a lot of pay-per-views.
Well,
because he's not going to talk.
But he's got the look.
He's not going to talk the people into the building, and that's half the battle now.
Well, but you're right. You're right. And that's the thing where I keep saying to a lot of like fighters, especially ones from Quebec that are, you know, just French and whatnot. If you gotta learn how to speak English.
If you speak
like
English, you're going to be way more marketable.
Sure,
as a
100%. Like George, man, when George came out, man, and he was speaking, regardless with the accent, people love it, man. People love his accent.
If you speak with an accent, it helps, I think.
100%. Like
people
Charles,
like it.
Like Jourdain, man. Jourdain has a huge fan base now.
Yeah.
But people like his style, like, you know, that accent and everything. But he can answer like basic questions, you know, and he can throw in some like.
I'll give you an example. Like Bryce Mitchell, without that Southern accent, I don't think he's that exciting. I don't think he has the fan base that he does. Sometimes the accent adds something.
I like him as a fighter. He's got it.
Yeah, but without that fun Southern accent and his way of talking, like he's got a personality too. You know
but probably one of the best wrestlers in the game right now.
If Bryce,
he's got a lot of things
Mitchell
that most fighters
is from
don't have.
Sweden, we don't care about him.
Exactly.
What's that, Fred?
If Bryce Mitchell is like from Sweden or Finland, we don't care about him.
True, you got a point. You know, but you got to look.
And look at Zhang Wei Li. She's an ass kicker, doesn't speak English, not marketable. Champion, 2-time champion, co-main event, not main event, co-main event. Why? Because she's not that marketable. She's
Well,
really good at fighting.
Dave,
Probably
in
selling,
China, she is.
probably selling tickets in China or whatever they've got over there, pay-per-views or ratings or whatever system they have for UFC over there.
exactly. There's
But
probably a good amount of people watching her in China right
well,
now.
like you
I would
got
think.
like over 1 billion people there, and the thing is that like you have.
maybe
That's the thing, man. She's known in the streets now. Like she's a known name in
in the streets of China.
the streets of
When's
China.
the last time you were in the streets of China? What the fuck are you talking
Listen,
about?
man,
You don't know how.
Yes, I do.
You don't know her
Yes, I do.
popularity in China.
Yes, I do. Look
Bullshit.
look at all the UFC like coverage on her and like all the talks about her in China. In China, she is known. They support her. She's representing China. That's one thing. She's on top of the game. People love her in China. Okay? The thing is that you're right.
Do people love her in China?
They love her in
She's
China.
representing the game in China.
For a female fighter, man, that's a big thing.
Yeah, but here's the
Come on, man.
Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this: she's the co-main event.
Yeah,
of a pay-per-view.
here because it's in the U.S., man, in Boston. But if she was in China, she'd be the main, right? Regardless of who's on the card.
They ain't running fucking pay-per-views in China. Nobody. What are you saying?
You never know You never know in the future, man.
They run their pay-per-views in the United States.
You know-
sometimes in Abu Dhabi.
Australia.
Once in a while, Australia. I think they're doing a show in Singapore.
Canada.
Not a pay-per-view. Next week, they're actually in Singapore. It'll be Korean Zombie versus Max Holloway at like 3 in the morning.
Well, that's it, man. Like they have like the UFC center in Singapore. I mean, like it's a growing sport, man. Like there's a lot of people getting involved in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, but
At one point it was almost banned, dude. Like the Chinese.
Shout out to Patrick C. Hamilton dropping a super chat. He's a super chat leader so far of the night. Dropping the 777. He says that was my only wager with a very small win on Ian Machado Gary. So congratulations out to Patrick. Glad you won a couple of bucks, but yeah, he was a huge favorite going into the fight, minus 500. He was a lock though, so.
And it showed, man. He was just more than a lock. He complete domination. Have you ever seen a score like that in the longest time? I can't even recall. Who?
Judges scorecards of 30-24, 30-26,
Yep.
30-26. No, I've not seen that in a while.
I can't
rare.
even think of anybody else who dominated a fight like that.
No. Zhang Wei Li and Amanda Lemos
Lemos from Brazil.
about to fight. It's co-main event time. Co-main event.
Very dangerous fighter.
Championship fight in the co-main event.
Man. Yeah, you're.
Not main event. Zhang Wei Li, big favorite. We all have her to win. Right?
Yep, we all have her. I got 2 more fights, man, and my parlay comes through, dude. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
You'll lose it
about
on O'Malley.
Say it again, Fred.
You took all the You'll lose it on O'Malley. You took all the favorites until O'Malley.
No, I didn't take. Did I take all the favorites? I think.
Yeah, all the favorites except O'Malley.
Well, there you go. Doesn't mean all the favorites come out, as we know all the time.
I gave you an underdog pick on my parlay.
Yeah, but my pick.
Kurt Hollabaugh.
Yeah, that's true.
And he won.
But Freddie,
because the Team Dave parlay already won.
Freddie, regardless of the favorites or not, I got O'Malley as the one that is either going to make or break. I'm pretty confident on Wei Li, but you never know. But on my bet, $20 brings you 206. So I'm 2 fights away, man, from a pretty good payout for the universe.
I want it to happen too because I have side money on Wei Li and O'Malley. So what the fuck?
You do?
Yeah, but I actually put money down on my picks, unlike you, who just makes random picks and hopes for the best. But you don't actually
you
put
have,
money
like,
on anything.
And now that you say that, didn't you have like a prelim parlay and a main card parlay, Dave?
Yeah, I gave you, but I think I scrapped my main card parlay. I was like, I'm not doing a main card parlay. I'm just going to bet O'Malley on the side because, like, fuck it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's true.
But yeah, if I were to do a main card parlay, I think I was thinking about Wei Li and O'Malley. But my prelim parlay was the official Team Dave parlay that I gave, and
that's what won.
And it won.
That's all that counts.
So, and if Wei Li wins here and then O'Malley wins, good night for Dave, let me tell you. Good night for Dave.
You started rough, and you end.
No, I started well and continued going well, and then hopefully we finish off well as well.
I was talking about like pre-show, like, when you were going wild, but.
Yeah, well, yeah, things don't always work out the way I think they will. I don't understand how things work sometimes.
Thank God you've been doing this forever.
Well, there's like new shit that's always popping up.
It is, man. All this new technology, dude. I'm impressed. Like most people just see us, but they don't see the studio and all these lights here and all these cameras. And there's so much buttons. I don't even know where to start. Look how many buttons you got on that display here.
Yeah, I know. And I have to,
on the other side, on the screen.
And I have to work them all. And sometimes they change. And like we update things and it's like a different system. And I'm not fully... and you got the producer that's like offset, like manning. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just not always fully aware of everything.
This is no cheap show, man.
Sometimes things change, and I have to operate some of it, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Listen, man, there's a lot of shit going on. I mean, this studio is like high tech.
Yeah.
Soon enough, you're gonna start hiring.
See that? That's a new camera that we're gonna put.
Where? What the hell is that?
That thing. That's a new camera right there.
I thought that was a light. Oh, Jesus, that looks like a Canon, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Scary.
I know.
What the hell is
There's a lot going on in here.
Listen, man, soon enough, Ringside Report is going to start hiring. So get your CV ready.
This isn't some rinky-dink fucking show on Zoom. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real deal fucking show. Like, there's a lot going on here. It's a real deal show, but I feel like this type of production needs, like, 10 to 12 people working it, but it's just, like, 2.
Well, we'll get there, man. We're, like, we've got, like, our PR mark behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff, but we need somebody here,
I don't know. He does anything.
We need. Well, we got the off.
You give him a lot of props. He doesn't do anything that I know.
Dave, you're gonna hurt the guy's feelings. You like that kind of stuff?
You don't think AJ does his notes himself?
Do you have people doing your notes for you? What the hell is going on?
When you're big, they call you Mister.
So the Zhang is coming to town. Here comes Zhang.
She looks like in fine form there, man.
She's ready to Zhang it up.
Come on, Zhangy.
Lemos is tough.
She's super tough, man. She can finish you, man. She's amazing grappler. She has knockout power, man. Like, this could go. Look, Wei Li is the favorite, but you never know. Anything could happen, right?
Yeah, Wei Li's been defeated before.
Yep.
She could be defeated again.
I mean, George was defeated. Anybody could be defeated, except for Khabib.
Lemos has heavy hands. Knocked out Marina Rodriguez in her last fight, which is a pretty big knockout win.
Yep.
Zhang Wei Li coming off the title victory over Carla Esparza. Before that, she knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Before that, though, she dropped 2 straight to Rose Namajunas. But then, of course, Rose dropped the belt to Esparza, and then Zhang Wei Li came in and beat
Look
Esparza.
who's staring her down in the background.
Who?
My so-called ex.
Oh, my God. But not at all, though. It's just in your head, which is even worse. It's really sad, AJ.
I got along with her dad, man. What do you want me to do?
It's weird
It was
that
close.
you would say that. It's weird that you would say that because you actually don't know her. Like, you're just...
What do you mean I don't know her? Of course I know her.
He's just like an old creepy guy now. Fred. Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here?
Don't get jealous,
You got 30 years on her.
Yeah.
What? I'd like to know who the guy was next
How
to
old
her.
is
that guy?
Mackenzie Dern? Probably like,
She's,
what,
30?
You're old enough to be her
that
grandfather. Chill out.
Take it easy, guys. Her dad is in top shape, man. He's like fighting the senior masters. I think he's like 60-something years old.
You know, Rose Namajunas hasn't fought since losing to Carla Esparza in
It's been a while, man.
May of 2022.
Yeah.
Did she quit fighting or what? She just
She
waited.
did a jiu-jitsu match that she lost, no? Or she participated in a
I thought she
jiu-jitsu
won that
tournament.
one.
She lost.
Yeah.
She lost.
Like recently?
But she's got 2 wins
months
over
ago.
Zhang Wei Li. Couldn't she just face Zhang Wei Li for the belt at this point? Like, Rose Namajunas is one of those where it's like, yeah, she's been champion enough times. She's a big enough star. She could just step in. So what? Her last fight was a loss to Carla Esparza. Everybody knows that fight was super weird. You know, like, she lost a split decision, but it could have been a draw. Like, nobody won that fight. That fight was horrible. And we haven't seen Rose since.
Maybe she got hurt.
I don't
we
think
don't know
she
about.
got
I remember
hurt.
something
I think
about
she
her
got-
neck. Remember she had a neck
Maybe.
injury?
Maybe she's just sick of MMA and judging and going to decision. I don't know what it is, but I would figure that 2 wins over the current champion maybe she could come back and fight again and fight for the belt. I think Rose could be next for whoever wins here.
Well, if she's listening, she could call in and let us know.
Rose is a big star, though. She main evented some pay-per-views.
One customer bet $8,000 on Amanda Lemos.
Wow.
$8,000 to get $28,000
Wow.
return.
Well, if you believe in Amanda Lemos and you've got the $8,000 to spare, why not? I guess
It's a good return, man.
I don't think she's gonna win though. Zhang Weili minus 310, the favorite we're seeing right now. But for doing the introductions, this is the co-main event. Could go 5 rounds for the UFC Women's Strawweight Championship, 115 pounders. But like Rose was a star, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to throw her in there. Joanna was a star. Those are the stars of the strawweight division. Joanna retired. Rose is missing in action, but I figure she could fight Zhang Weili next if Zhang Weili wins this fight. If not, she could fight Amanda Lemos next.
Much taller fighter, eh, Lemos?
I don't think she's much taller.
Well,
She was 5'4". She was listed at 5'4", I think.
Yeah, and Weili's listed at 5'4" as well. So
How does that make sense?
I don't know. I mean, they're roughly the same height.
They bullshit on that.
How does that make sense? Because they're the same height.
No,
I
they're
think.
not, man.
Maybe. Okay.
I mean, it's pretty evident.
I think it's the hair that's a little taller for Lemos.
And here we go.
Taller hair. Okay. Round 1. Title fight. Co-main event.
Nah, she's taller.
Yeah, she looks maybe...
She's taller.
she looks like she might be 5'5", and Zhang Weili might be 5'4". Maybe that's what's going on here, AJ. I'll give an inch to you.
Take it easy there, Dave.
I think that's all you need.
Whoa!
Oh.
Big kick. Drops her. We're looking at the same fight as Ian Gary here, man.
What happened? She kicked her in the leg?
Yeah, and she
I
just
missed her.
dropped. The same kick as Ian Gary did.
All right. Well,
On Magni.
Zhang Weili drops Lemos early here.
Wow.
And is kind of in her guard, kind of got her...
Stacking her, and that's it.
Stacking her up,
And
trying
there she
to
goes.
pass.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And Lemos is a
Wow.
great grappler, man.
And Zhang Weili able to pass.
Wow, she muscled her way through that.
That
man.
was a really nice way to get the side control here. Controlling the
Jesus.
head, controlling the position. Zhang Weili, nice side control with a lot of time to work in the first round.
Nice. She's throwing nice shoulder hits inside control.
It's a huge way to start the fight.
Damn.
Drop somebody with a leg kick, take side control,
It was the
pass
exact
guard
same thing.
into side. Like, that's big.
Dave, it was the exact same thing as Ian did to Neil.
Weird.
All pay-per-view fights have been decisions, man. This be cool if it doesn't go to decision.
I want to finish. We haven't had a ton of finishes on this card.
Nice big elbow by Weili. She's still controlling the side control, pushing her up against the octagon here, Dave. I think she's going to try to go for full mount.
10 fights so far at UFC 292, only 3 finishes. Seven decisions, 2 submissions, 1 knockout so far.
Here she goes. She's going to set up right here. Or maybe try to take her back, but holy smoke, she's peppering her with these left shots to the face.
She's lost the side control, though.
Yeah, I think
Back
she
in
was
the-
trying to take a full mount. I think
It didn't work out. Now she's in
she still
half
has.
guard.
It's okay.
Top half.
Yep.
And Weili throwing some punches, doing some ground and pound here, softening her up.
Jesus. Yeah, I think Lemos is already bleeding.
Where? I don't see any.
Just under the nose. It looked like I'm not sure if it's just the lighting or whatnot, but
Oh,
it looked like she was bleeding.
nice short elbows there from Zhang Weili. That might cut up.
Oh,
Amanda
she's trying to
Lemos.
throw a. Oh,
That's just a threat.
yeah, it was a threat. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, nice hammering shots
Some heavy hands
on
there,
the
man.
ground. Good
Ha-
ground and pound. Big left hands from Zhang Weili.
Whoa.
Lemos tries to get back to her feet. Zhang Weili takes her right down. Oh, but Lemos trying to lock up a Darce from
Yeah,
bottom,
it's
but
not gonna
Zhang
work.
Weili defending really well. This
She doesn't
is crazy,
have an arm.
though.
It's more of a sort of an Ezekiel from a weird position or something.
It is a super
Doesn't have
weird
an
choke
arm.
from this position because Amanda Lemos is trying to work this choke from
but she's
bottom half.
She's gonna tie her up,
But
man. She's
Zhang Wei
holding
Li
that
just
for life.
throwing knees to the back of
man,
Lemos
that's
to
gotta
try and
hurt.
get out of it.
That's gotta hurt.
But
And now
Zhang
she's
Wei
gonna
Li-
finish.
Oh,
feel-
Zhang Wei Li takes the back now
What a-
of
She's gonna
Lemos.
finish
she's
her
gonna
now.
What an
make her
escape.
pay.
And she is hammering her now with punches, got her flattened out. This could be it. Zhang Wei
Oh,
Li
yeah,
with
she-
a beautiful
Tired
escape.
her arms, I think, on that end.
Yeah, Lemos was really burning her arms out trying to squeeze that in.
That's what I said. You could only hold that position for like so long. It could work.
Yeah, but that's not usually where you finish a choke.
No.
But it looked kind of dangerous there.
It did.
And if she was able to get her out of side and get her back into half guard, she might have been able to squeeze her out.
If she was able to turn in a little bit more, it could have been a little bit more dangerous. But
But Wei Li defended that
Very well.
perfectly, and now she's on top laying in heavy strikes.
oh my god,
That was kind of a Hail Mary attempt from Lemos, but it wasn't bad. Like, she's got some crafty chokes. I think she's finished fights with like some nice standing chokes and stuff. She's
a solid grappler, man.
yeah, she's
but
dangerous. You got to protect your neck.
I'll tell you what, right now, Wei Li is showing that she's a pretty good grappler herself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She just kept that top position and never was in danger.
and her transitions are so nice, man. She's not just sticking to one position. She's moving around. Let's see, they're gonna stand. Oh, what's she trying to do?
Lemos tries to stand up and work that choke again,
that
but
was-
Wei Li slams her down
It's
and
over.
rains
Oh.
elbows. No, the round
Oh,
ended.
I thought it was like.
Time
Listen, man.
expired in the first round. Lemos got back to her feet, tried to get that weird choke again, but Zhang Wei Li just kind of slammed her down and threw elbows as we ended the first round. Clearly a round for the champion, Zhang Wei Li. Tough round for Lemos. She really, she tried with that choke, but it really wasn't there, and there was not much else in the way of offense for her in that first round.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. As the champion, Zhang Wei Li, man, she's a beast.
Yep. Just got better and better.
But, Fred, I agree with you. I'd like to see a goddamn finish. I don't want to see 5 rounds of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go already.
Did you see the kick?
It's past midnight here, baby. Let's go.
Couple
Yeah.
of times the ref should have stopped it.
Yeah, there was,
Yeah. Stop the fight, ref. When Zhang Wei Li's caught in that choke, just stop the fight, man. Fuck it. Who cares
I'm
if she
like
didn't
Vince
tap?
McMahon. I'm like Vince McMahon at the '97 Survivor Series. Ring
Yeah.
the bell. Ring
Ring
the
the
bell.
damn bell, damn it.
here we go, man.
All right. Round.
And here we go.
Stressful.
Why are you stressed out? What's the matter?
Why, man?
Stressed over
Relax,
here.
man. Life is good.
Relax.
Come
Yeah,
on,
it's
China.
just-
Come on, China.
You're not fighting? You're not Chinese?
No, ma. I was gonna say Guaylo.
Maybe you are Chinese.
Come on, Wei Li.
What are all those memes about Israel Adesanya being Chinese? I
What?
missed it.
Because he said he was
Something
Chinese.
there. He said
Was he-
he's Chinese.
Yeah, there's like this video of Israel Adesanya. He was fighting kickboxing in China, and he did this like
Okay.
promo video. I don't know what it was for, but there's like a video of him around where he's like, "Look at me. You think I'm Nigerian? You think I'm from Australia? No, look deeper. I'm a Chinese man." And it's like, what? But I don't know. It was for something. Like, it was a promotional video, but people are like, "Oh, Israel Adesanya thinks he's
Okay.
Chinese." But Sean Strickland's been pushing that narrative going into the fight. It's just it's like a weird thing. that
Oh,
happened.
nice takedown by Wei
Nice
Li.
trip takedown by Wei Li. Lands inside control.
He's a big gamer, by the way.
Adesanya?
Yeah. He loves, like, I know he was talking about Mortal Kombat of the days and whatnot, so that's why he always comes and he does his things. His shtick.
They got Red Dead Redemption on the Switch now.
Red Dead 1, right?
No, the new
Red
one.
Dead 2?
I think. I'm not
I
sure.
thought it was
actually.
just Red Dead.
I think it's the 2.
That was a hell of a game. Both really good games.
Oh, Wei Li trying
Wei
to
Li
take full.
tries to take Matt, but
Yep.
Lemos able to get her right back into a half guard now. But still, Lemos is
She's
on
got to
her-
be careful. She's
on
gonna,
her back in half guard. It's not a good place to be.
She's going to try to get her with that weird, like, Ezekiel again.
It's not going to happen from here.
No. She's probably going to get. If she could get her arm over, she could go for that triangle.
Weili looking over at her coaches, getting some instruction in top half guard right now. Almost halfway through the second round. Another round that's been mostly Weili Zhang controlling.
She's going to try to open her up.
Tries to open up that half guard to pass.
Yeah,
Lemos
she got through.
Defending
almost.
well.
Yeah.
Keeps the leg.
I mean, that's
keeps
all
her
she
in
can
half.
do at this point.
Well, it avoids getting put into, worse positions and getting finished,
I like the Weili.
It's good defense.
Oh,
nice short elbows there from Weili.
See how she controls her head with the chin pick, using her forehead to control like Weili's chin. Lemos's chin. Oh, here we go. Transition, wants her back.
Weili looking to take the back now. Oh,
and she's just
Lemos down. She's got her in she had her in a crucifix for a minute. Now she's got both hooks in. She's got
lots of time to finish this.
She's got the back now.
She's just ragdolling
Amanda
her.
Lemos. Yeah, just dragged her down, eh? Powerful.
Yeah. Like, this fight has been dominating for Zhang Weili. I'd like her to get a finish, but there's no doubt that she's winning this fight.
See how she said, "Screw the back. Let me just get back to side control."
Yeah, she was losing it, and I think
it's very smart. She didn't wait to try to fight her way back to take back control. She just did the transition, got back to side, and dominating again, throwing these nice elbows.
She likes that top half guard also.
Yeah, she likes it. She knows that she has
feeling comfortable.
Oh, nice move by Lemos. But boy, she's eating it standing up.
That's something I've noticed way more.
Oh my God.
Way more in MMA. People staying in half guard, not looking to pass to side, because you can throw way more strikes if you're pinning that one leg down and just keeping them there. You could be way more active with your ground and pound from top half than you can in side control. You might want to get to the mount, but getting to the mount is risky, and everybody's really good at getting out of that mount, shooting you back into half. And a lot of people just say, well, fuck working for it. Let me just stay in half and hammer from here. Zhang Weili forced to advance her position here. Got Lemos turtled up against the fence. Doesn't quite have a hook in on the back of Lemos, but in full control. She's not going to be able to finish her in this round, but she's got another dominant round in the books.
She's just holding for dear life, man. That's all it comes down to. It's all defense.
Yeah, Lemos doesn't have much for offense.
Zero offense in the second.
So far.
Yep.
It's only 2 rounds, though. Still a lot of fight to go.
Yeah.
It's a 5-rounder. You never know.
I've seen all I needed to see.
Yeah, pretty much, Freddie. I mean, this is oh, shit, I still got another round.
And I'll tell you what, I think we're going to a decision because I feel like Zhang Weili dominated the second round, but she didn't go for the finish like she did in the first round. She more paced herself. I didn't see her go for the barrage of hits or the ground and pound that she did in the first round, and
but
part of it is normal. She
was still throwing those
she
short
doesn't
elbows,
want to gas
Freddie.
herself out. Yeah. But I mean, she wasn't as aggressive, so
No.
she's fighting smart, and I'm predicting it's going to be a decision. 3 similar rounds coming.
Yeah. Don't say that, though, man. I don't want to see that shit. Just come on.
You want to see some action.
I want to see it end. I don't want to see 3 more rounds of this. But I feel like you're right. I feel like it's going to be more Zhang Weili.
Look, it depends on what position she gets. If she gets a really dominant position from the back in the early round here, she might submit her.
That'd be nice.
She came close a few times.
Isn't Lemos supposed to be?
Huh?
Didn't you say she was a high-level grappler?
Yeah, Lemos is a high-level grappler.
Because I'm not seeing it. I'll be
I know,
quite
but
honest.
that just goes to show you how improved Weili is. And her grappling is great, but tonight it's above Lemos.
Weili is just so dominant in every position. And I think Lemos is a good grappler, but Weili is just better. I think Lemos probably maybe a little bit slicker with the jiu-jitsu, but as far as the wrestling and the MMA wrestling, Weili has an advantage.
Oh my God! What
Nice
a
body
beautiful
kick from Weili Zhang.
Jesus.
And now Weili again looking for that possible takedown. She's got a clinch. They're clinching up against the fence. Lemos trying to work a takedown, though.
She was trying to. I saw that. I was like, do you really want to go there?
And Weili trying to reverse it, maybe trip her
She
down.
needs to get in some.
Yeah.
Lemos needs to get herself in some type of dominant position because from that half guard, she just stays stuck there.
Yeah,
there
she just ate
we're
some
going,
pretty heavy shots right now.
Yeah, we're
that
going
was an
back.
easy takedown for Weili.
Another takedown for Zhang Weili.
Be careful.
A lot of time to work here in the third round. Standing up right now, throwing kicks. Lemos on her back, Weili standing. Not able to get past the guard.
She doesn't mind. Like, she's going to go into her half guard here. Boom.
And she just
And she
conceded
took full
the
side, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, but you see, again, Lemos just conceded it. Like, she didn't even fight it. I don't know.
I think she's just so tired at this point, Fred, that,
maybe.
you know.
Tired, beat up.
Yeah. Look at that arm.
Also,
Look at that arm. How
Weili
it's
is
right there. That
Pretty
arm.
good.
Oh.
Weili, what is she doing exactly?
She wants her back.
She
wants
did seem to have that arm, and
Yeah.
she just kind of gave it away to get to the back.
And that's
She's now on the back of Amanda Lemos, looking to stretch her out, flatten her out.
I'm
Lemos
going to take back what I
defending.
said. I think Weili will have a finish.
I hope so, man.
Because Lemos is really slowing
look at that
down,
arm,
I feel
Fred.
like.
Fred, look at the arm. It's right there. Just pull back the head here. Start pulling the head back. You got it. It's right there. It's right there. Get that hand through, man. Look at that beautiful opening. Stretch her out.
Weili's got the back mount of Amanda Lemos. Lemos defending well, though. Not letting herself get finished yet. And now gets to her back and puts Weili Zhang back in her half guard.
Yeah.
Zhang Weili back in the top half of Amanda Lemos. Controlling, but having trouble getting that finish. Having trouble.
She's not really. If it's there, she's gonna go for it. But it's more like she just wants to
Control.
just keep body pressure and just gassing out Lemos, which is working. You know, it's not really about the finish here. It's just top control, man. The transitions there, it's like pancaking it through every transition, man. There's no space.
But it does feel like
I mean,
there are opportunities.
There are opportunities, but she's just like breaking her down.
Yeah. Seems like she
I mean,
wants it
don't
to go
lose-
on a little
Yeah,
bit.
she just wants to like
Yeah,
showcase more than anything.
but also don't lose the dominant position, I feel like. Look, the last fight, we had like a 30-24. Like, some of these rounds might be 10-8 for Zhang Weili. Like, it's been a
The last one
dominant
was.
performance also.
Freddie, to be
Yeah.
honest, the last round looked like a 10-8.
Yeah. I mean, Lemos has
First
done
one
nothing.
also with all
First one too, yeah.
the barrage of hits and all.
I mean, this one is too.
Oof.
I mean, she just landed a combination on Lemos. Lemos got back to her feet, but she just ate some punches and a kick to the body.
She looks so wobbly.
And Lemos looks so tired right now, and Weili looks as fresh as she did before the fight started.
It's crazy, man.
Like it's
Yeah, her conditioning is like
Yeah.
top of the line.
Mhm.
But like I said, look at Lemos. She looks like she's just like a wobble doll, man. Just
big elbow from Zhang Weili, and they're showing the total strikes 156-9
what?
in favor of Zhang Weili. Total strikes.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. 9, Freddie, 9. That's insane.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, it doesn't surprise me looking at the fight.
you know, it doesn't surprise me, but I didn't think it was like only
3
9.
straight 10-8 rounds for Zhang Weili,
Yeah.
I'd say.
This is insane.
3
man.
rounds in the books, Lemos has offered nothing. She can't do anything. Zhang Weili is just better than her. That's how fighting goes sometimes. Zhang Weili's looking damn good tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very hard 4th round.
You know what I don't like, though? When we watch fights and it's like after the first round, you know how the rest of the fight's going to go, and then the fight just continues forever. Like,
Yeah,
that's what we just had in the Ian Gary-Neil Magni fight. Ian Gary kicked Neil Magny's leg in the first 30 seconds. Neil Magny fell down. And then the whole fight was just Ian Gary kicking Neil Magny's leg and Neil Magny falling down. At no point was Neil Magny finished, and it just went full 15 minutes. At this point here, it's just like Zhang Weili beating up Amanda Lemos, taking her down, beating her up.
I mean, you want to see a finish at this point. Like, she's doing everything.
3 rounds of this, man. And, like, we know it's just like, I know how this fight's going. Can we
anything is possible,
turn up the
right?
heat and
yeah, I don't think Lemos is capable of turning up the heat at this point.
No, but
I mean, it's going to go.
Zhang Weili, maybe, 4th round.
Well, look, Weili, if she gets top
And
mount,
here we go.
she might end up like having the ref stoppage.
Because Zhang Weili is so fresh.
Look at
and
her.
she's got such great cardio. If she just kind of push it into a second
There's not
gear.
even
When she gets her down,
Yeah.
unleash a little bit more fury with the punches, she might get a stoppage. She's playing it safe, and that's fine, but, like, I think she could take a few more chances and win. Like, just finish it, Like, Zhang Weili is winning, and she's safely winning, but if she got a takedown and was, like, a little bit more, I think she could just put it away.
Listen, I think she might do that in this round.
Sometimes fighters don't want to take risks because there's a lot of money and pressure and everything on the line, but sometimes you're just so much better than the other person. Like, you can take a risk. You're all right. You'll be safe. Like, even if it backfires, like, you'll find your way. Plus, she's up 3-0, and all 3 rounds have been, like, 10-8. Like, she could take a chance. I don't think Lemos has enough gas in the tank to finish her.
No, I just think Weili as a fighter is not going to overcommit at this point. When she sees the opening, she's going to take it. She's just going to stride now just to wait for that opening.
Opening's not coming so far.
Not yet, but it'll come. You'll see.
You want to bet on it?
It'll happen. Watch.
You want to bet this fight goes the distance? Because right
It
now
might go to
the odds
distance.
are in my favor.
Yeah.
The fight only has to
But I
last
could
another
see-
8.5 minutes, and it's going to distance.
If she could take her down in the next 30 seconds, man, she has lots of time to get that submission.
I mean, she
'Cause
seems
Lemos-
happy to be winning the striking battle here. Like,
Yeah.
she hasn't attempted a takedown in the 4th round.
Nope.
She's winning the striking battle, which shows you that, no offense to Lemos, but I don't think she should have been like she doesn't really I don't want to say doesn't deserve a title shot, but she has no business in the same cage as Zhang Weili tonight.
I mean, she was 13-2 going into this fight. She'd won 2 straight in the UFC. She just beat Marina Rodriguez by
Against
TKO,
who?
submitted Michelle Waterston before that. I mean, she was next up, but Zhang Weili is just that much better than everybody else, I think.
And she looked good in those last 2 fights with the wins,
Yeah.
It's like a totally different fighter. Oh, she knocked down Weili.
Oh, shit.
Sort of. Like, I don't know if it was like...
Weili right back to her feet, though.
Yeah,
I think she's all right.
I don't know if it was like she was trying
Off
to step
balance
back.
or-
Yeah, it was more like an off balance than anything, but we'll see on the replay. But still, it's a drop. Oh, she had a good
Nice
one there.
wrestling.
Wow, nice.
Nice
Weili
wrestling.
with a nice
wow.
takedown. My
Wow,
goodness.
the
That was
beautiful-
really nice.
Yeah, the level change was perfect.
Oh,
A minute
Oh.
and 52 seconds
No.
left to go.
Oh, she's
Oh.
trying for that choke again. She's got her in her guard.
it'd be something if she pulls it off.
This would
but
be
no.
crazy because we're basically writing her off.
Yeah.
Oh, and she
No.
can't hold on to the
No.
choke. Weili slips out of it.
It's a desperation hold more than a choke. That's all it is.
I mean,
She's hoping like that she can do something. Let's be honest. Nothing can be done.
I mean, it's not gonna work on Zhang Weili. Like those type of chokes, I have a couple of them, but they don't work
They'll
against
on some
people that
Yeah.
like they'll work against a newbie, a white belt that has no experience, but they won't work against people that know how to defend.
yeah.
No, because some people, like the newbies, or people without experience of that type of choke will panic right away because the pressure's there. You're going to have a hard time breathing. But,
New people tap to goddamn pressure mount.
yeah, absolutely. Chest pressure, man.
Body triangle. I had a
Sure.
guy tap to a body triangle. I was like, no. You're not allowed to tap to that.
It happens.
Come back.
It happens all the time, Dave.
Told that guy Cena, I was like, no. Come on. You can't tap. Just survive.
It's not like Lemos has done anything spectacular, but this is her best round.
Nice 1-2 from Zhang Weili. Oh, did they clash heads there? Weili
Sort of.
just kind of bounced back. Oh, is Weili hurt? Uh-oh. Here comes Lemos. Lemos just clinches her up against the fence, so nothing really happened.
Yeah.
But Weili did look like they maybe clashed heads, and she kind of took a step back.
Big elbow.
And as they exit the clinch, Weili lands a big elbow.
Oof.
Ooh, Lemos took a big, deep breath there.
She looks so tired.
This has been a closer round.
Yeah, because it's a Hail Mary for Lemos.
Because it hasn't been Zhang Weili with a takedown controlling and dominating on the ground. It was a stand-up round. It was a little bit closer. I think Weili still won.
She won the round for sure, but this was Lemos' best round.
Yeah, but I agree with what AJ said at the end. It's a little bit of Lemos going with Hail Marys. Like, look at the total strikes again. I know that's for the whole fight, but
I mean, that's ridiculous. It's not even a fight. But the thing is that she's going to go Hail Mary right off the bat. You know, she's going to throw everything that she can. And, you know, everybody has like a puncher's chance, right? That lucky punch can connect. We saw that with the Black Beast many times. Anything could happen, right? But I think it's going to go to a decision. I think Weili's just going to stall time.
I'm reading...
so heavy. Do you see that, Freddie? She's trying to capture her breath.
Her corner ain't really helping her. They're telling her to strike her and to not let her take her down. And I'm like,
is that what they said? They're watching the wrong fight, man.
Like, no, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. She needs to strike more and hit, but they're not telling her how to get there, you know? Like,
and here we go.
Like, you know, Dave, hit him.
Yeah, thanks.
That's not
good
cornering,
advice.
You know? Yeah, exactly. Don't get hit.
She needs to stay on her feet, right? She can't get taken down. She needs to stay on her feet and look for the knockout.
Beautiful kick by Weili, man.
That was a super kick.
Yeah, nice side kick. She's throwing beautiful side kicks. She's keep her at bay and
keep her at distance because this fight is over. Weili with a big right hand drops Lemos.
That's it.
And Lemos gave her a look like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
Ref is going to stop it here.
The look on her face when she fell down was like, where am I?
Ref is going to stop it here.
Ref didn't see that look, but the camera picked it up.
What the hell?
Lemos defending well, though. Looking for a leg lock on Zhang Weili. Yes. I think Weili is seeing that one. Defending
strong.
Well.
She's in a bad position.
Hammering Amanda Lemos now.
Ref.
This is where you open up, and now Weili really opening up, trying to get the finish in the 5th round with some big hammer fists.
The ref is just circling, man. He's just, here it comes, here it comes. If she could just pound away a little bit more here, the fight is going to stop.
Wow, Weili just completely controlling
Here
Lemos
we go.
here
It's
on
over.
the ground.
It's over.
She's got a crucifix, landing some big punches.
It's over. Come on, ref. It's done. She's gassed.
That's a weird position, though.
Yeah, but she's still getting hammer fists.
And Lemos trying to get back up to her feet, try to reverse the position here. Weird position up against the fence.
Throw those elbows, man. Throw those elbows.
Weili's kind of trapped up against the fence.
But look at Lemos' arm.
Lemos's arm is trapped in Weili's legs. She's got that kind of crucifix
there she goes. She's done
going.
now. She's done. If she could have held that wrist lock. Boom.
Weili continuing to hammer Amanda Lemos with punches. Weili's on her knees with one of Amanda Lemos's arms wrapped up in her legs.
It's like a weird omoplata.
Well, it's a crucifix position, right? But from her knees. And now she's kind of on her back with the back crucifix. Lemos trying to reverse the position. Say it again?
I'm coming out of this fight very impressed with Zhang Weili's grappling.
Yeah.
She's been dominating, but
keep her down, man.
I like
keep
her control.
Weili.
She's always controlling her opponent, no matter the position.
Another big knee, Weili. Let's throw it. A nice elbow. Oof.
Oh, big elbow from Zhang Weili. 265-21 total strikes right now. And here comes another takedown. Bam!
Okay,
right to the
this
mat.
might be the end right here.
2 minutes left. I don't think this is the end. I think we're going to decision.
I think this is the end. 2 minutes to go of just.
This is more of what
If
we've
she
seen
can
all
start
fight.
throwing some hammers and elbows, I think the ref has said it's enough.
Weili has beat her previous best in fights with takedowns. Hit her 6th takedown just now. Her previous best was 5. 12-15% asking Johnny North if he could take Zhang Weili in a yappa pie strap match. Maybe
Don't
not
mess with Johnny.
Maybe not an MMA fight, but maybe with the yappa pie. The yappa pie. Tremendous.
The strap match.
The yappa pie.
The one that Johnny got robbed on?
Who did Hogan have the yappa pie strap match against? Was it Vader? No, I'm asking AJ. I don't know why I'm asking
Darth
AJ.
Vader.
Johnny would know. Hogan and I think Vader. Yappa pie. Might have been Jake the Snake. I think it was Vader.
Come on, Weili. Throw them.
Leon White.
Yeah, rest in peace. Big Van Vader. Zhang Weili continuing to control Amanda Lemos from top side control right now. About a minute left, under a minute left in the fight here.
If you get that knee up,
Zhang
let's
Weili
go.
has completely dominated Amanda Lemos, winning all 5 rounds. This is another 10-8 round for Zhang Weili. The first 3 were 10-8 rounds. The last round was probably 10-9, but she's just destroyed Amanda Lemos in this fight. Every single round.
Yep.
Complete domination. Lemos trying to spin back up to her feet, trying to work a guillotine, but Zhang Weili is going to be too crafty for that. Back to their feet with 20 seconds left, and
That's pretty. Lemos looked up at the clock like how many seconds left.
oh!
Jesus.
Zhang Weili just hit a body kick on Amanda Lemos that I think almost exposed her boob.
Did you see that? That was.
That was like half a boob that came out off of that kick.
Yep.
I mean, they're only wearing these little tops. I
Wow.
figured that would happen.
What a dominant round, man.
I think
Holy
that happened
smokes.
in a fight recently where one fighter was like in trouble and was just pulling on the girl's shirt to like expose her boobs, so she would like have to use her hand and get it off her neck. I think that happened in the UFC not long ago.
Did she just call it quits?
Is that the equivalent of hit him to the balls, you'll get a warning?
I mean, you're not allowed to grab your opponent's gear. Like, you're not allowed to grip at their gear, so that's a violation.
Yeah, but you won't lose a point the first time, you know?
Yeah. It's a dirty move. I forget who did it. So the fight's over. Zhang Weili dominated. For sure won. Destruction.
Yeah, very good fight.
Total
for
destruction.
Weili. I mean,
Give her the title. Let's get to the next one.
Yeah. I think Rose beat her twice. Zhang Weili beats Carla Esparza for the belt. Now beats Amanda Lemos. If Rose Namajunas wants to fight,
yeah, give it to her at this point.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. But this is a different Weili, man, to Rose. At this point, anyways.
Yeah, but Rose beat her twice.
Yeah, that was back then. This is now. But you're right.
Or how about Tatiana Suarez, who just beat Jessica Andrade? She's 10-0. Tatiana Suarez, 32 years old.
Look at the ground control time.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. 14 minutes and 52 seconds of total ground time for Weili, 0 for Lemos. 288 total strikes for Weili, 21 for Amanda Lemos. This was a fight that was basically like Weili hitting a punching bag. That's all it was. Jesus, look at her face. Look at Lemos's right
Getting
side.
the decision now. 50-43, 50-44, 49-45. Oh, somebody actually gave the fourth round to Lemos.
Yeah, come on, man. You got to be ridiculous.
That's crazy.
But that's what it comes down
Whatever.
to. Whatever, yeah. Wow, impressive.
Weili
that's
with
pretty
another
bad.
dominant performance. Say it again, Fred.
That's pretty bad to give a round to Lemos, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she had 21 strikes the total fight, man.
But that shows you how bad the judging is. I mean, how does that make sense in any way, shape, or form? Come on.
Does a fight between Zhang Weili and Yan Zhaonan interest any of you guys? Or how about Zhang Weili and Tatiana Suarez? Do those fights interest
that
you
can
at all?
Yeah, that
Zhang Weili and Suarez or Zhang Weili and Yan Zhaonan? Because I'm looking at the UFC's rankings right now, and Esparza is ranked 1, Namajunas ranked 2, Yan Xiaonan 3, Tatiana Suarez 4, Amanda Lemos, the number 5 contender, just got beat by the champion Zhang Weili. So Zhang has beat Esparza. She's beat Lemos. Maybe, she hasn't beat Rose Namajunas. I don't know what Rose is doing, but I feel like that could be a fight. If not, it's either Yan Xiaonan or Tatiana Suarez. Oh, Zhang Weili speaking a little English now.
Zhang Weili's the star of that division right now.
Yeah, but she's not main eventing a pay-per-view unless she has somebody like Rose Namajunas to fight. Like Zhang Weili, Tatiana Suarez ain't main eventing shit. You're not selling tickets for that. You could do Zhang Weili, Yan Xiaonan in China. You could sell tickets there. AJ, you want to do that China pay-per-view?
Yeah, why not?
Nobody here will pay for that. You could do it as a fight night over there if you want.
Joe Biden will pay for it.
They're doing championship fights on fight nights these days, eh? When championship fights are so uninteresting and no one cares, they just do it on a fight night. Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso is going to be on a fight night. It's not even on a pay-per-view. Bet you didn't know that, AJ. AJ's not even listening.
No, I'm looking at some of the comments.
Fred, did you know
12-15 with the chicken legs. Yeah, he's right.
Did you know that the Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko rematch, I believe, is going to be... It's a fight night in September.
Yeah, I read it.
It's not like a pay-per-view. A title fight, but it's still at the T-Mobile Arena. Like, it's still kind of a big deal, but it's not a pay-per-view. It's a fight night with a title fight in the main event, which is pretty rare. But also it shows you, that's not a championship that's worthy of a main event pay-per-view, which kind of sucks because Valentina Shevchenko was champion for years and years and years. She loses the belt. This is the rematch. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, but the thing is we've wanted more division. Okay, now these divisions have been there for a while. Go back 7-8 years ago, we wanted more divisions, and we got more divisions. Now that creates champions that are not as box office as others. In boxing, it's not all champions that are on pay-per-view, man. Some guys end up fighting on TV and being unknown also. That just happens, so I don't make too much of a deal about that.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I think that there's been champions in the history of the UFC that just haven't sold, right? It's just a fact. But there are certain champions and certain championships that, you have the right opponent and you could do a main event of a pay-per-view. You have the wrong opponent and no one cares. Like this Zhang Weili Amanda Lemos fight cannot main event a pay-per-view. But if you did Zhang Weili against Rose Namajunas, if you could get Rose Namajunas to come out of wherever, you could main event with that.
Go back to the Demetrius Johnson run. There's a couple of pay-per-views where he was the main event, but there's a lot of them also where he was the co-main event. They would always put him with another title fight, whether it was John Jones or whatever, because unfortunately he wasn't that big of a draw. So it happens, and if it's on free TV, I'm good with that. It's not the first time that a champion is not that big of a draw. Plus, the pay-per-view model is outdated. I keep saying also.
I guess.
A lot of people are gonna watch it. They're just not gonna pay for it.
That's the point. I just see. We have Zhang Weili champion with 2 losses to Rose Namajunas, who's the biggest star that the division has. Seems like a slam dunk fight to make. You know what I mean? Okay, Rose's last fight was a loss to Carla Esparza. The fight was bad. The fight was weird. Shit happens. That's how Rose lost her belt. But at this point, why not? Why not give Rose another shot? Because as long as Zhang Weili hasn't defeated Rose Namajunas, I think you could always make a claim for Rose Namajunas being the number 1 at 115 pounds.
Where is Rose?
Well, I don't know. I think that's
Let's
a big
put
question.
Sean Strickland on that.
$1 million question. Where is she, man?
I don't know.
Like I said, she had a neck injury like not too long ago. Who knows? Maybe there's something behind that. Could be a lot of factors. I mean, she did have like personal issues in her private life and whatnot.
I don't know.
We got to look into it.
Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov, co-main event of that. Oh, it's in Australia. I get it. Tuivasa, people love him. Big Tuivasa. All right, main event time. Finally.
Man.
God damn, pal.
Dude, I'm one fight away from winning my parlay. But wait, let's not do that yet. Let's no fist pump it yet.
I just won a parlay with Zhang Weili. I had a, what did I do here? Petrosky, Rodriguez, Zhang Weili parlay that I did.
How much did you put in and how much did you get back?
It was 5 to win 10 here.
That's very good. Good job, man.
Double the money.
That's the way you do it,
on
man.
a 3-fight parlay. Just a little,
So hungry.
little bet here, a little bet there. Not
Listen,
a ton.
man, a little bit here, a little bit there, man. It adds up.
So far, I'm up on my night, as I usually am. I got to say, I've been on quite the win streak over the past couple of months. My picks have been rock solid, and I haven't had a losing night. I've been winning pretty solidly and, like, for several cards in a row now, and, like, I'm not winning a ton.
You're winning a little bit here, a little bit
I'm-
there, but you're winning, man.
But I'm winning consistently. I've been doing pretty well. The Team Dave parlay hasn't hit every time, but I'm saying on my bets and the side bets and different things I'm making, I've been winning pretty damn consistently for a couple of months now. So another winning night tonight so far for my bets. I had that Petrosky, Rodriguez, Weili, Zhang parlay, and then I also took... what did we do? We went with Hollabaugh, doubled the money on Hollabaugh straight up to win over Hubbard, and he came through. So Team Dave doing well so far tonight. And if Sean O'Malley wins, then we do really well.
The whole team does pretty
Right?
well.
If Sean O'Malley wins, then I'm really cashing in. I mean, not crazy amounts, but like, we'll get an extra snack at the wrestling show tomorrow. Maybe an extra T-shirt or something. You know what I'm saying? So Sean O'Malley wins, we're doing good. Sean O'Malley loses, and I'm still fine. Still up, not by as much as I would be if the big underdog here, Sean O'Malley, actually cashes in. And Aljamain Sterling should win this fight, but sometimes fights are beyond analysis. Sometimes fights are beyond comprehension. Sometimes it's a vibe. Sometimes it's an attitude. Sometimes it's a time and place. Sometimes it's a situation and a fight. Sometimes it's taking a fight on short notice and deciding to leave your weight class before you even defend your title. Sometimes it's the push of a promotion that just seems relentless on this one guy. You know the UFC wants Sean O'Malley to be a champion because he's a star. And if you can get the combination of star with champion, you get big money pay-per-views.
They're Snoop, man.
If they can get Sean O'Malley as a champion, they could sell pay-per-views with this guy.
Absolutely.
And that's, like we said, Zhang Weili, good as hell fighter, not selling pay-per-views. Sean O'Malley is getting this title fight because he's a character, because he's going to sell pay-per-views. And you can bet that the UFC wants this guy to be their champion. You can bet that the UFC wants this guy to win this fight because Aljamain Sterling's already saying he's going to vacate this belt. Sean O'Malley fighting in Boston has always been the plan. And they rushed Aljamain Sterling to this fight. The UFC is putting Aljamain Sterling in this position.
The hot seat.
I think Aljamain Sterling is a very good fighter. I think overall Aljamain Sterling is a better fighter than Sean O'Malley. But some things don't happen in the cage that they're supposed to go. Some things just don't go that way. Sometimes you land that one shot and it changes the course of the fight. And I think that's just going to happen with Sean O'Malley. There's going to be a little bit of magic. There's going to be a little bit of luck of the Irish in there in Boston. There's going to be something where, Aljamain slips on a banana peel and Sean O'Malley winds up new Bantamweight champion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. but I just got this weird feeling that like this guy Sean O'Malley's gonna win. I don't even want him to win. I don't even like him that much as like a fighter or a personality. I like Aljamain Sterling. He's been around for a while, hell of a fighter. Incredible fight he put up against Henry Cejudo last time around. But that was Henry Cejudo, who's been basically retired, who's kind of older, you know? And a lot of the guys that Aljamain Sterling has beat, the big-name guys, kind of older guys. Sean O'Malley is younger than Aljamain, and he's dangerous. I don't know.
Look, if
it's weird that I'm picking O'Malley because even me, I'm thinking, like I texted my buddy, I'm like, am I crazy for thinking Sean O'Malley's going to win? And he's like, yes, you're crazy. Aljamain's going to finish him within the first 3 rounds. And I go, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, well, listen,
fair enough.
He might be able to finish him off in the first 3 rounds if he's able to control the grappling game, the wrestling game. If Sean O'Malley's able to stuff those takedowns in the early rounds, it's going to be a different game. And you know what? What we forget is that Sean O'Malley is probably one of the best strikers in this division. If he's able to do what he does and connect, he's going to knock out Sterling. And you know what? The key to this fight is stuffing those takedowns. He was able to do it to Cejudo, who's one of the best wrestlers in the game. You know, like you said, it's a different Cejudo. It's a retired Cejudo coming back, maybe for a payday, not caring if he wins or loses. He just wanted that payday. He got it regardless. But O'Malley is a hot flavor, man. He's got everything going for him, and he's got momentum on his side. And when you have momentum on your side, you know, and you've got the striking power behind it, this is a dangerous recipe. Sterling, man, is almost like looking at this fight as his go-away fight, retirement fight, or something behind there. So if he doesn't have the passion that O'Malley has coming into this fight, I mean, if you looked at the conference and the stare down and all that, you'd be like, holy shit, man, O'Malley looks like he wants to kill this guy. I mean, and he's really wanting to go out here, and he doesn't just want to win. He wants to put a performance tonight. And I think you're right, Dave. This guy has everything lined up, you know, for a Disney ending, man. The UFC wants this guy to be champ because this is where the money is. And O'Malley knows that himself, too. He knows this is the biggest fight, obviously, of his career. But he's a young guy, man. 16, what is he, 16-1?
It's amazing. Look at this white guy named O'Malley with his pink cornrows and his face tattoos.
Look,
like, what is this guy? He's just ridiculous. Like, I don't recognize this guy as a person.
He's like a Jake Paul, man.
I don't understand what he is, but, you know.
But he's like a Jake Paul.
It works. It's working for him.
It is, and that's the thing. He's a Jake Paul that knows how to fight. I mean, not that Jake Paul doesn't know how to fight.
Wow.
In boxing, he does, and he's proving it. You know, but in MMA, this is the guy. He looks like the nerd who can't fight, but this guy can fight.
You know, forget Jake Paul, man. Dylan Dennis, you see what he's doing to Logan Paul on Twitter?
What's happening with that? There's a big war going on with his with the memes and the girlfriend and all that. That was pretty nasty.
He is
man.
posting pictures of Logan Paul's, I think, fiance, wife. I don't know.
No, his fiance.
Okay, he's posting pictures of this lady pictures that are out there in all different states of undress with a variety of different men.
Yeah, they were
like,
harsh.
She seems to have bikini pictures, and like she's like hanging on these guys, and it's like every dude in the world. And Dylan Dennis has all these pictures, and he's just constantly posting them, just going at Logan Paul, saying things, and it's like, wow, it's a little rough and misogynistic and whatever, but on a man level, it's like, shit.
Yeah, it'll
Damn,
disturb. It'll
homie,
disturb
what are you doing?
Because
what are you doing?
Because he's got pictures of her like making out with just.
What you're doing? You're telling that to who?
I'm saying that to Dylan Dennis, like, man, you're going hard, man.
Yeah, he went hard.
Logan Paul's got to be seeing this going.
I'm sure it's bothering him.
He's got to be losing his shit. He's got to be pissed. I mean, he knows maybe she's got a pass, whatever. But, yo, to have these pictures just guy. And just,
but how does this girl get into that circle of people?
Dylan Dennis just poking at you. It's like, God damn, pal.
But think about it. She gets into a circle of, like, celebrities and athletes where you're like, how does she do it, man?
I wouldn't like it if I were Logan Paul.
No, I mean, it's pretty harsh. I think that might affect their relationship too. I'm sure there's like,
I don't know about that. I just think it's gonna piss off Logan Paul and make him want to kill Dylan Dennis for disrespecting his fiance.
Yeah, but it's still, man.
I'm gonna go with AJ on this one. He's gonna turn Jonah Hill type and
start like
bother him.
Jonah Hill, man.
Wait, what's gonna happen?
He's gonna go local.
Who, Logan Paul?
He's gonna.
Oh, you think
Well, I
he's
mean,
gonna say mean things to the lady? You think it's gonna change the relationship?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he
or
could
he's
be
just gonna,
a big man
or he's
about it.
just gonna move on.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
I mean,
he
you
didn't
can't
realize
change those
that.
pictures.
But I mean, you're allowed to do that. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
there's
you
a
probably-
bunch of pictures with Logan Paul
Yeah,
and
but-
a variety of different ladies, and it should be fair. And it's come on, man.
I'm sure the guy didn't have time to do
I'm not
all
saying
the
that.
research.
I'm just saying. Are we still allowed to say as men that you don't really want to have pictures like that of your wife all over the girlfriend or whatever all
I mean,
over the internet?
I think you can say that. I think you can say that.
All
I'm
right.
not sure. I honestly don't know if you can say that, but I would say that.
But it's rough, man. It's hard to swallow, because the thing is that probably Logan didn't even know half of those people existed.
Don't say hard to swallow, bro.
Well, it kind of, to some of them, it must have been pretty hard. If you look at those pictures,
Good God,
damn.
man. Yeah.
But the thing
I'm
is
just gonna
that
grab a bottle of water.
All right, Fred needs.
Freddie, cool down, man. Take it easy. But it is harsh, Dave. And to be honest, Dylan Dennis, man, he has a picture where he did a Photoshop where he took out someone and he put himself in there with Logan's girlfriend, like, I got her too, or I'm going to get her. I mean, it's
whatever.
Dude, listen, I don't care who you are, it's going to bother you.
I don't think it's cool to shame a woman for the amount of partners that she's had. I think it's totally fine.
Dude, man, not when you put it on a freaking on a portal
But
or
when
a
there's
platform
a parade
where everybody sees around
and
the world.
everybody's commenting and
Yeah,
everything,
man.
like, it's got to upset Logan Paul. I don't know if it's upsetting him where he's like, hey, I didn't know you were with this many dudes. I'm not comfortable with that. Maybe that's a situation for him. I don't know what his deal
Dude,
is. But I would see Logan Paul being upset at Dylan Dennis for, going at him on a personal level.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
He's crossing a line, and it's he's continually crossing this line. He just won't stop.
I know, dude, and that's what I'm saying. I'm sure it's affecting him psychologically within his relationship. I'm sure she has some explaining to do as well. It's crazy, man. But this is where the fighting game has gone. It's a psychological game.
Apparently, we're still talking about this. Aljamain Sterling is coming down to the cage. Here he is. He's got green cornrows.
He's got the green. Yeah.
These guys both have some colorful cornrows going into the fight. Exciting stuff.
He looks in great shape, man.
Yep.
All right. Wearing the black and
main
gold
event,
trunks.
finally.
Whew. Here we go, man.
Goddamn, almost 1 a.m. here Eastern time. We're just getting to the main event.
We always say that, like, where the UFC got so much better by getting these fights done before, 1 o'clock in the morning, 12:30, and now here we are back in the old days.
I don't like when they have 2 title fights on one pay-per-view because this shit happens.
Yep.
When the co-main event goes to decision, who's that guy in Aljamain Sterling's corner with the full...
Well, I saw Vera.
He's got like a big jacket. He's got a jacket on. Look, he's got a winter jacket on. Why is that man wearing a winter jacket? It's summertime, man. I think he's a rapper. I think that's Joyner Lucas.
Say what?
Joyner Lucas. He's a rapper.
Related to George?
No.
The rapper in what?
That is Joyner Lucas, who's a Massachusetts-based rapper. He's, yeah.
Couldn't name one of his songs, dude.
He did a song with Eminem that was pretty good, I think.
Yeah. Maybe if I hear it, I'll know it.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of him. I'm aware of him. I'm not super aware of his music, but I've definitely heard him rap. He raps pretty fast. He's got fast rapping skills.
Machine gun like rap.
Kind of. You familiar with Twista? He was the fastest rapper ever. Back in the day, Twista. Nobody rapped faster than Twista. Remember that guy, Fred? Twista? No? Oh. All right. He's on that song Slow Jams with Kanye and Jamie Foxx. You know that song?
Fox.
When the guy's rapping all fast? That's Twista. You don't know that song? She says she wants a Marvin Gaye. I'm ready for the world. A little Anita. And definitely said this party up right. No? Jamie Foxx singing the hook. So good. What a talent.
Keep going, man. It was good.
Nah. I'm no Jamie Foxx. I wish I had the multiple talents of
Jamie's
Jamie Foxx.
doing a lot better now. He had a little bit of a health scare.
Oh, my God. You and your fucking weird side of the internet thought it was something conspiracy or whatever.
I thought so, man. I thought he was going down, man. Poor Jamie.
Johnny North saying, good job, Dave. 2 late nights in a row. Yeah, I know. It's kicking my ass, but, you know.
And Johnny's still up, man.
The drugs help.
And Fred
I
is
gotta
still
go to
up.
bed.
Look at these guys, man. Wow. The green do and the pink do.
Baked Nomad says Twista on I'm in Love with a Stripper is more recognizable. I mean, I don't know. I would take a Kanye song over
Sounds like John Jones.
I would take a Kanye song over a fucking T-Pain song. You know what I'm saying? I think the Kanye song was a bit bigger. Jamie Foxx, Kanye West, Twista over T-Pain, Twista. I mean, I know what you're saying. It was a big song, but I mean, no disrespect to T-Pain. I love that song. Yeah, backseat action, I think. I'm about to pull over and give you the business. Holla at me. Ooh, can I get a witness? Backseat action. About to pull over and give you the business. What a fucking line. What a song. T-Pain. Classic. Rapper turned singer. Good one. It was a good album. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But it sounds like interesting.
You know T-Pain.
I thought it was some porn that you were talking about.
Fred, you know who T-Pain is?
I know who T-Pain is, but honestly,
you do,
man,
Freddie?
I don't listen to hip hop, man. Hip hop sucks, man.
The only
You
T-Pain
can't
I know
listen
is
to
like
that
tendonitis
once
pain,
you
man.
have
That's about
kids,
it.
man. You can't listen to that once you have kids, man. You just listen to it at the gym because it's good training music or whatever, man. But other than that, man,
I have 2 kids. I still listen to hip-hop. What are you trying to say? I'm an irresponsible father or something? Goddamn, I'm not listening to it around the kids, but
I mean, you said it, not me.
nothing wrong with a little Action Bronson.
I couldn't name you a single Action Bronson song, so
I know.
I'll trust you on that one.
He's very good. He's very good. I'm a big fan.
Is he like violent type of rapper?
No.
No,
A lot of
not too many.
a lot of like 90s sports and wrestling references, a lot of pro wrestling references.
Really?
Johnny North saying Twisted and ICP was good. Yeah, no. Not Twisted, Twista, Johnny North. Not a different.
Twisted. That's Twisted Sister, Johnny.
No, that's something else, AJ. AJ's wearing a Metallica t-shirt under this little jacket he's got here, and I know he couldn't name 5 Metallica songs. He says he's a Metallica fan. He wanted to go to a Metallica concert, but I bet you I'm a bigger Metallica fan than you are. And I bet you I know more Metallica songs. I could name more Metallica songs. I don't think you could name past 3. Maybe you could name 3, but I don't think you can name 5. That's my bet.
Don't enter my Sandman, Dave.
So, okay, you know Enter Sandman.
That's the obvious
That's
one.
one. Do you know any others?
What?
Do you know any other Metallica songs other than Enter Sandman, which is like, if that's the only one you can name, you
My
really
favorite,
And
man.
here we go.
Who doesn't know it?
you really shouldn't be wearing a shirt.
You make me want a whiskey in the jar night. Okay, let's go.
Okay, there's 2. Not bad. Fight started.
You're
AJ's got
making
2
him work
Metallica
now.
songs that he's been able to come up with. Maybe he'll come up with 3 more and prove me wrong by the end of this fight. Aljamain looking for a body kick. O'Malley moves out of the way. Nobody's landed too much so far. Opening seconds of the fight. AJ needs Sean O'Malley to win this fight.
That's
for
it,
his
man. And my parlay
to-
comes.
Your parlay comes. All over UFC 292. So Enter Sandman and whiskey in a jar. That's a good one. 2 of them. Pretty good, AJ. Wearing a Metallica shirt, big fan. You can name 2 songs. Not bad. Better than I thought you'd do.
Listen, man, I can understand that music much more than whatever T-Pain or Ass Pain that you were talking about. I have
Yeah,
no
but
idea.
you don't know any of the songs.
Well, maybe if I hear them, I'll
See,
like Eminem, I know.
But this is what I'm saying. You're like pretending to be a Metallica fan with your Metallica T-shirt. But
Man, I went to more rock concerts than you've ever gone into in your whole life.
You ever been to
I've
a
been
Metallica
AC/DC, Metallica back in the days. You name it,
lying.
man. I've done everything from Dire Straits to Scorpions, the Stones. You name it, man. I've been to all of them.
yeah. I don't know if
Some of the best, John Cougar.
I don't know if you've been to more rock concerts than I've been to.
Like,
but
actually hard rock?
Yeah.
For sure, man.
I don't think so.
But yeah.
All right. If you say so.
Have you been to AC/DC?
No.
There you go. That settles it right there.
I saw Limp Bizkit several times.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit is good.
Linkin Park, Korn, Deftones.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Incubus, System of a Down. All those bands I saw many, many times. Early 2000s. That was my era, brother.
Have you ever been to... Well, I can't say Led Zeppelin but I've been to Page Plant.
No, I'm not that old. I've seen Paul McCartney.
That's pretty awesome.
O'Malley landed a jab here. Not too much landed so far in the first half of this round.
No, they're both like...
They're feeling each other out, trying to find the range. I mean, Aljamain threw a leg kick, but he missed. Threw a jab, but he missed. O'Malley threw a body kick, but Aljamain sidestepped it. Like, they're throwing and... Nobody's landing too often. Like a couple leg kicks there from Sterling.
Yeah, they're both able to defend quite well. Oh, nice kick by O'Malley.
Sterling landed 3 leg kicks, and O'Malley fired one back that seemed to have some pop to it.
Yeah, it was like a stomp kick, so it kind of buckled the knee. Oof. O'Malley throwing a nice shot.
Flying in with a left hand. O'Malley switches stance there. Maybe to avoid getting kicked in that right leg.
Could be.
Or maybe
we don't know what happened.
A different look. I don't know. But he took 3 shots there, and it looks like his right leg is a little red already. Right? You see that? Just below his right knee.
What the hell?
A little bit of redness already. Well, he got kicked a few times by the 135-pound world champion of the UFC. I mean, that's just going to happen. You know?
Yeah, but he's such pale skin, man. Anything's going to, like, stand out on him.
Yeah, I mean, that helps for sure.
I mean, you know, he's got pink hair, and he looks like as white as Casper. With a little bit of yellow tinge on the side there.
I like the reference. Casper. As white as Casper, you know? It's a real 1970s reference.
You don't know Casper?
I mean,
he was around like in the 2000s.
Of Casper, the Friendly Ghost. I just the reference of he's as white as Casper. You go.
I was more scared with the follow up.
They're showing us leg kicks, 8 for Sterling, 1 to O'Malley, and that's mostly been the story of this first round. A few leg kicks. Not a ton of action. O'Malley just threw a spinning body kick that didn't quite work.
Oh, there goes
Sterling looking for his first takedown here, kind of late in the round.
Yeah, but it's a good strategy, like
grabs
to
a
get
single,
that round.
pushes him against the fence,
but didn't do
lands
anything.
some punches.
Yeah.
Well, he's scoring, and I think he's making sure that he's winning the round in the eyes of the judges because not much happened there.
10-9 Sterling.
Yeah, I think Sterling won 10-9, especially with that, you know, just grabbing him at the end, pushing him against the fence, and throwing the punches. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I know.
With a parlay on the...
Say it again.
With a parlay on the line now is the time that AJ is not going to be impartial with his judging.
Yeah, AJ scored that round 10-7 for O'Malley, I think. That was an Aljamain Sterling round, right, AJ? Come on.
It was. I mean, it was close.
Thank you.
Nothing like spectacular. I think he wanted by the end by getting that leg, throwing those punches. But, like, you can't say that one was more impressive than the other.
10-9.
Yeah.
10-9 Sterling.
Yeah.
I mean, O'Malley didn't do much
You
of
never
anything.
know how the judges look at it.
I mean, Sterling landed, they said 8-1 leg kicks, and then he grabbed a single leg, didn't finish with it, but landed punches while he clinched him up, and that's pretty much the most offense that happened in that round. I think most people would score the first round for the champion, Aljamain Sterling. And here comes round 2.
Come on, let's
Referee
go.
Mark Goddard in there, talking to somebody. I don't know what he's doing.
And here we go.
Here we go.
There we go, Dave. Nothing else
round
matters.
2. Nothing else
I
matters.
remember
Hey,
when...
Are you Googling?
Get away from me.
Fucking Johnny North is like helping him.
What did Johnny say?
Pathetic. Fucking pathetic, AJ.
Where is he?
And if you
Well, I was looking at Casper had a movie in the 90s.
if you name songs from the Black Album, I don't even think it counts. Like, if you do Nothing Else Matters and Enter Sandman, like, it doesn't count.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what happened? Oh!
O'Malley cracked Sterling.
Wow!
Hammer fists. Sterling is in big trouble right now.
Like the master of puppets.
Well,
there we go.
Goddard gave him some time, but Sterling took a bunch of hammer fists. He got dropped.
Oh, that hurts.
Another punch to the
Ref
chin.
is going to stop it. Yeah!
It's over. Oh,
AJ's parlay comes out.
Sean O'Malley.
Boom.
It's all over. Sean O'Malley just knocked out Aljamain Sterling, baby.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Fade to black.
Dropped him. Hammer fist, seek and destroy Sean O'Malley.
That was crazy, man.
Woo! That's a Metallica song, too.
That was crazy, man. Well, listen, man.
Seek and destroy.
AJ pulled off the parlay.
That's my favorite one.
$20 for $206 return on Bet99. I hope you did it, Doug. I hope you did it because it came out tonight.
Team AJ parlay actually cashed in. Too bad you didn't bet it.
I hope Doug and everybody else did. Damn, but that was an impressive win there, man.
Whoa, yeah. I mean, I thought Sean O'Malley would knock him out, and he did. Weird shit happens in MMA, right? Weird shit happens all the time. Sean O'Malley's got some nasty hands. He is the new UFC Bantamweight champion of the world.
Dana
UFC,
White is
he's loving it.
Oh,
UFC
man, he's
has
dancing.
a massive star on their hands right now. Massive star, massive champion. The potential is
look at this.
Is really limitless here. My God. Aljamain threw a left.
Oh, and he saw it.
O'Malley countered
Sterling
with
knew
a right.
it was coming.
Damn it.
Yeah, he saw it coming, and he knew it was like, uh-oh. Boom!
Shit.
Right hand drops Sterling, and a flurry of hammer fists finished the job. The referee stepped in after a bunch of them hit the chin. And
man, look at the power behind that punch.
Wow,
man.
He did it.
Yeah, he did it. And you know what? Like, I don't know why Sterling kind of dropped his face to walk into that punch, man, but terrible defense. Terrible defense.
He
Look at
swung
everybody,
and
man.
missed.
They have their hands on their heads. Everybody's freaking out, but Dana White is like...
Oh, he's loving it.
He's going crazy. He's running up and down that aisle right now. He's like...
He can see the money.
The stock prices went up,
the
man.
dollar signs.
Woo!
I mean, Sterling swung and missed, and
yeah, but
O'Malley
you can't
capitalize.
But Freddie,
knew
man,
it.
you even have like your guard
soon as
hand
he
up,
missed,
man. You're
you
gonna
saw
throw.
it.
You got to keep that hand up, especially if your face is going as forward as it did. You're just like asking for trouble. Connor does that all the time. He backsteps to throw that heavy, and in classic fashion, man, you stepped into a heavy right.
Wow.
Or in Connor's case, a heavy left, but still, man.
I picked O'Malley, and I'm shocked. Johnny North is like, Fred looks shocked. I picked O'Malley to do exactly what he just did, and I can't believe he just did what he just did.
I can't believe it, man.
He just did that shit for real. He just knocked out Aljamain Sterling in the second round, and Sean O'Malley is your new UFC Bantamweight champion. The Sugar Show. 28 years old, 17-1, just knocked out Aljamain Sterling, and Dana White is strapping that belt around him in Boston.
That's incredible. Impressive,
wow.
man.
This was his
I
night.
love Boston.
But, like, this was kind of a setup.
But think about it, man. Boston's good to me, man.
This was where they wanted O'Malley to fight. They always had this set up. They turned around Aljamain real quick. Aljamain was moving out of the division. The writing was on the wall.
Damn right, man, because it said Boston. AJ wins gold in Boston and wins his parlay finally in Boston.
Sometimes the UFC is more story than sport, and that's what that's what we saw tonight.
Yeah.
This was the story.
Damn.
This was Sean O'Malley finishing the story.
And he finished it early. Let's
Gotta
hear this.
see this Sean O'Malley post-fight
my
speech.
God.
This is nuts.
I want like
New champion. Yo, my buddy Jeremy Prophet told me I was crazy for thinking O'Malley was going to win.
Man, I told you.
I was like, am I crazy? He's like, you're crazy. I was like, I don't know, man. I thought it was crazy because I just had this feeling, you know? I felt crazy. I was like, I don't know about this.
You got to understand the momentum. The momentum was on, like, his side.
Wow.
This shit's not scripted, you know?
So crazy.
Look.
My
Look at
God.
that. Didn't even get up his guard hand. He just like, oh, man.
Wow.
Look how he goes into it. Oh.
Boom, right hand right across the jaw.
Man, you saw it coming. You kind of
Incredible.
slipped a bit more, man. You know?
Hammer fists. Hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist. Damn. The ground and pound afterwards to finish the job was vicious.
Yeah.
And he that was really good too. Weaving around the guard and just landing big punches.
Yeah. You can't even say, oh, this was an early, like a stoppage that was a little bit too early.
No, that was good.
I mean, when you see a fighter's hands wailing without any defense, it's basically he's gone, man. He's just trying to survive. He doesn't know where the punches are coming from. The ref did the right thing. You know, Aljamain doesn't have any damage other than probably a massive headache right now.
He wants Cheeto Vera. So
Wow.
probably, right?
Jesus.
I mean, what we were talking about at the beginning of the pay-per-view, right? Marlon Vera wins. Sean O'Malley wins. Vera's the only guy that's ever beaten O'Malley. We probably see that rematch down the road, and O'Malley already calling out Cheeto Vera. This is what he wanted before the fight. This is what he was saying was going to happen. I think that's probably next for the belt. Talking to Aljamain Sterling now. Sterling says O'Malley was better than he thought. Wow.
Look at the cut above his eye.
Yeah, that's a bad cut. Wow. Sean O'Malley, new UFC Bantamweight champion.
We saw
And the Team AJ parlay that was like a plus 900
came out, man.
actually came through. Your 5-fight parlay actually won. AJ gave you Marlon Vera, Mario Batista, Ian Machado Gary, Zhang Weili, and Sean O'Malley, and that parlay just cashed in. I also gave you
Central Coast.
I said don't parlay with O'Malley because as a single bet, it's worth enough at plus 200. You're getting a lot of value, and he actually won. Also, my Team Dave parlay won. Everything cashed in
we
tonight.
made money for the universe, man.
I made money for myself, which is also good.
Well, that's good, too.
I like
but,
that.
like, you know, bet99.com, code ringside. If you would have listened to us on Thursday, tonight would have been a good night. A nice August win, man.
Going to WWE Laval tomorrow. That gimmick stand is going to see
You can buy
me,
your
buddy.
hot dog now without,
Oh, yeah.
worrying about it. That $25 hot dog and
I
that
know.
$45 beer,
Yeah.
it's going to be worth it now.
I'm not buying beer, but I'll buy a very expensive Coca-Cola and maybe a pretzel. I hope they have gummy bears, baby, because Daddy's spending tomorrow at the house show. Let me buy a $6 bag of gummy bears at Place Belle tomorrow, baby. Daddy just
Probably
cashed
9.
in on Sean O'Malley.
And make sure you wear your ringside shirt tomorrow, man. You can't get better promo than that.
Okay.
Don't fuck around, Dave. Wear it.
I wasn't going to wear a shirt. I just wanted to show off the fucking
Well, you can write it.
abs
Just say, like, I'm Dave Simon, man.
on my
you wanna
chest,
win?
On my bare chest.
That's it. Run into the ring, man. Like those streakers for soccer.
I think I have to start lifting weights because I think my right arm is way more jacked than my left arm, and I'm
Like
starting to look like lopsided. I
Like those
think.
arm wrestlers, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to be one of those guys where my right arm is just way more.
Or a
jacked
guy
than
that's
the left.
too heavy into porn. I mean, either or.
Yeah, who knows what that may? Well, I'm not. I'll tell you what. I'm not an arm wrestler, so
It could be. I'm just saying.
I mean, I could probably arm wrestle.
Listen,
pretty
you know
good.
how many wigs are going to be sold like in the next couple of days? The O'Malley wigs. That's going to be another. Oh, watch my shoulder.
AJ doesn't want to arm wrestle me. He gets
Old man power, man.
AJ strong as fuck.
But listen, man, just think about it. How many wigs are going to be sold?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this guy is a money machine, man. He's made more money in his merchandise, in all kinds of his like businesses outside of the UFC. Like, he's
Oh
a
my
multimillionaire. He has cologne.
yeah.
He has a clothing company. He has so many things.
You're
Think
always
about it.
you're always looking for the next Connor.
This is it.
This might be it.
Yeah. Well,
might be
well, listen. You got two guys tonight that could be the next Connor. You got Ian.
Well,
Ian Gary.
okay,
he's got that shtick.
but pump the brakes because he's not world champion
Not
like
yet.
Sean O'Malley is.
Not yet, but he could be up there. But he's going to. You've got two guys that are marketable right now. You know, that could be very interesting for the UFC.
You have a lot of guys that are marketable.
There's so many of them. But I'm just saying, in tonight's card, you've got the look at two guys that are going to be bringing in some serious money and pay-per-views to the UFC.
But there's the combination of being marketable and also being championship level.
True.
And we don't know where Ian Gary is. I think he's
But-
probably going to be championship level, but will he be champion? It's a very tough division. We talked about Shavkat. There's Leon Edwards. There's all these problems, right? But this right here, this is tangible. We know this. This is real. Sean O'Malley is the champion.
Yep.
You can see it. He's the world champion. He's a big star. Cheeto Vera just tweeted out money bags because he believes he's going to cash in on a big fight here with Sean O'Malley, which he probably will, and that'll be a big pay-per-view because Sean O'Malley is going to draw for the UFC.
September 2nd. Look at that fight, man.
Wow. Massive. So huge win there for Sean O'Malley. Huge win for Team AJ. Clap it up for Team AJ. Fred, you got to give it to him. I mean, when does his parlay, a long shot parlay like this, ever come through? Like
every once in a while, every blue moon.
My parlay won, and I also gave you Sean O'Malley, but I'm giving up to AJ tonight.
Listen,
man,
man,
I got to give it up to AJ.
You know what? Listen, man, Boston, like I said, has been always awesome to me. So, like, you know, Boston's strong, man.
Yeah.
I love Boston.
I mean, fuck the Red Sox, but I do like Boston as a city. It's a nice town. Nice town. A shit baseball team. I mean, better than the Yankees currently, which is fucking... I mean, I don't like the Red Sox is what I'm saying. But, yeah, Boston's nice. I wouldn't talk very loudly about how much I hate the Red Sox in Boston because people...
No, it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, people wouldn't like that. All right, well, Sean O'Malley has won...
Wow.
And that's it. I can't even believe that it happened. Good luck to Olivier Aubin-Mercier coming up on Wednesday night.
Yes.
Don't forget to watch the PFL Wednesday night. Our buddy Olivier Aubin-Mercier in the semifinals. He's going to win that fight. Then he's going to go to the finals and win another $1 million because Quebec is back. Tabarnak. And Olivier Aubin, the Canadian gangster, is going to let you know on Wednesday night for the PFL. So a big shout out and good luck to Olivier Aubin, and I hope you all tune in and support Olivier and bet on him to cash in again on the Canadian gangster because this guy is bringing home the gold.
Oh, yeah. He's going to win it again, and I'm pretty confident. And if he does win it, like I said, he needs a big money fight to step out of the PFL and retire. Let him fight Jake Paul in the first MMA fight. He's going to slaughter him, but I think that would be the best way for a champion like Olivier, if he does win it. I mean, you know, he still has to win that fight.
He will.
And I think he will. And
Two
if he
more
does,
fights, he'll win it.
He deserves a fight against Jake Paul.
So,
welcome to MMA, man.
Incredible performance from Sean O'Malley. Comes through as a plus 200 underdog. Knocks out Aljamain Sterling. Becomes the new UFC Bantamweight champion. Second round TKO, just 51 seconds into that second round. Zhang Weili defends the UFC Women's Strawweight title with a decision win over Amanda Lemos. Ian Machado Gary, unanimous decision win over Neil Magni. Mario Batista with a decision win over Damon Blackshear. And Marlon Vera gets a unanimous decision win over Pedro Munoz and punches his ticket to a title shot against Sean O'Malley. So that'll be next up for Vera and O'Malley in the UFC Bantamweight division. Next up for us, Thursday night, 8 p.m., we're going to give you more winning picks on Ringside Report MMA. I've been on fire. AJ's been on fire. Fred's been doing very well as well. Tonight was an anomaly. Fred's your parlay went over 2, Fred. What happened, man?
That usually doesn't happen with
That
Freddie.
never happens with Fred. Fred's always the one, like, winning. He gets the 2-fight parlays. He wins. You and me, like, we miss by 1 or 2 fights. Fred's usually solid.
Freddie's pretty consistent when it comes to, the 1 or 2s, you know?
But this is what I'm saying. MMA, weird shit happens, like Sean O'Malley. Like, Fred took Aljamain Sterling, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. And pretty much the whole build to this fight, I was taking Aljamain Sterling until this week when I was just seeing stuff about Aljamain, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's the sugar show.
And listen,
but,
this was a pretty. You know what?
Fighting is weird, but like I said, like you land that one shot. Like Aljamain missed, Sean O'Malley hit, and that was the fight.
That was it. He countered.
That's MMA. Like MMA is a game of inches, and sometimes you zig when you should have zagged, and you fucking lose.
But he kept focus, and that's the thing with O'Malley, man. He has great focus. He saw the opportunity, and he took it, man.
Damn.
Beautiful. And listen, a lot of people were talking about UFC 292. You know, I don't know about the card as a pay-per-view, but let me tell you, man, this was exciting.
The main event was exciting. The rest of the card wasn't
you know what?
super great.
I liked it. I liked this card, man. It was fun. It was a fun card to watch, in my opinion.
The Zhang Weili fight dragged like we knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
there.
but you never know, man.
The Ian Gary Neil Magni fight was over in the first 30 seconds, and it just kept going. The Mario Batista Damon Blackshear fight was like not that interesting, and
It was good.
Marlon
we
Vera
liked it.
Pedro Munoz was pretty close, and it wasn't like to pick a fight of the night. Like I would say Sean O'Malley's fight was fight of the night because everything else, like maybe Brad Tavares, Chris Weidman, probably fight of the night overall. Right? That was nuts. When Weidman's like yelling at him and pointing at his leg in the second round, that was intense. I'd give them a bonus. You know, give Weidman a bonus, give O'Malley a bonus. But fight of the night, I don't think we saw really on the main card. I think it was Weidman and Tavares on the prelims. So I didn't love this pay-per-view, to be honest. I thought it was a little bit boring. Right, Fred? It was like kind of a boring pay-per-view. But the main event delivered.
Yeah. And I don't... all props to Sean O'Malley, but there's better matchups than Cheeto Vera, man. Whether it's Mirab or like there's better matchups than
Sanhagen.
Vera. Sanhagen, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got Teddy Atlas saying, say hello to the new king.
McGregor's out,
and
O'Malley's in. That's what I'm saying. O'Malley is going to take over this game and become a big star, and I don't think the UFC wants to jeopardize that right away. I think they'd like to cash in a couple times before giving him Merab Dvalishvili, who might smash him, you know? Like, Merab might smash, so, you know, do the Marlon Vera fight, give him the revenge, let him clean up his record, and then move on from there. Maybe Merab or Sanhagen, or the UFC might have Merab fight Sanhagen, have them beat the shit out of each other, and do a quick turnaround to fight O'Malley. You know what I mean? They're going to find ways to keep O'Malley going as long as they can because they know he's a cash cow.
Yeah, he's the money train. And they saw this from way back, man, and everything was scripted in a sense.
Money train.
The money train, man. This is
Did
the money
he steal
train.
it from the Armenian gangsters?
Armenia.
He's laughing. He doesn't get it. Fred and I are watching The Shield. Fred told me to watch The Shield.
Oh, yeah, you're watching it.
So I've been watching The Shield. He's been telling me for years to watch it, but it's finally on Amazon Prime, and I've been watching it. And like all of season 2 is about the money train.
Really?
And then you just said money train. I'm like, what? The money train? Are we talking about Vic Mackey? You know he's in. Do you know Vic Mackey's in Winning Time?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
he's
Lakers
the coach
show?
of. He's the coach
of the
Boston.
Celtics. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
He's Red Auerbach.
Yeah, but he looks different. You know, he's got different hair and shit.
Old.
Yeah, pretty good. Vic Mackey gets the job done. God damn it! All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. for more Ringside Report MMA right here on the Ringside Report Network. Every UFC pay-per-view covered right here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody, and a shout-out to Patrick C. Hamilton. You are the Super Chat leader of the night. Thank you, my friend, and to all the members supporting the Ringside Report Network. Much appreciated. We'll see you again real soon.
What happened?
I don't know.
I can't keep my thumb up this high. Come on, let's go.
I don't know. I wanted to end the show, but it didn't work. Hold on. Let me see if I can end the show. Uh-oh.
Damn, we can't end the show. Okay, I'll keep going.
I think we're done. Bye. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time and have